BWS, back your banter. If you need game day bevvies, BWS is for you. And as always, we are watching this one on KO. KO, just the place for all sports. If you want to watch the golf, if you want to watch the footy, if you want to watch a bit of the cricket as well, which we might be doing a little bit later on, KO's the place for that.
There's only one place, Will.
There's only one place. And now, before we get into everything, before I introduce the great men all to my left, we've got a BWS back your banter for tonight's game. Gold Coast Suns versus Hawks. Roller beat us. Gold Coast have won 4 out of the past 5 matches against the Hawks. Gold Coast are too good at TIO Stadium, winning their past 7 matches by an average of 43 points.
Which is T10 Stadium.
Which is outrageous. And a man who knows plenty about T10s. I've got Sammy Harper right next to me. Sammy, how are you, my friend?
Good, Wilbur. Yeah, just my spelling's not got much better.
And a man who got the dress code a little bit wrong tonight. We've got Millsy. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. I've dressed up as a Gold Coast real estate agent. So, a few years ago, I purchased some property on Gold Coast Suns Island. I liked Matt Rao, Noah Anderson coming in as just young kids, Ben King. So I thought I'll just dabble in on a little beachfront property.
Yeah, I like it.
And I'm telling the people back home, now's the time to buy your property on Gold Coast Island. So I've dressed up as a real estate agent from the Gold Coast.
Invest in Gold Coast Island. And the man furthest to my left, we've got him, and I bet you he's got 4 pages worth of stats ready. It's Tommy Flanners. Flanners, how are you, my friend?
Very good, Willy. Very good, everyone. Great to be here. It's an absolute blockbuster, 3 versus 4. The Suns and the Hawks both going pretty well. Should be a belter of a game up in Darwin.
Flanners, I'll ask you first. Is this a bigger test for the Hawthorn Hawks or the Gold Coast Suns tonight?
Well, I think because of the venue, you'd tend to say the Hawks, but Gold Coast are in foreign ground at the moment. I don't know if they've ever been in this position on the ladder at this stage of the year, and going in as heavy favourites, there could be a bit of pressure on the Suns to execute tonight. So I feel like if the Hawks bring their best footy, the mental side of the game could come into it. But Suns at this venue, as mentioned on the bit of a stats, have been very strong up in Darwin.
So you're saying they're suffering from a bit of high altitude? Is that where the nosebleeds? They're up high, the Suns.
Yeah, that's it. It's uncharted territory for the Gold Coast Footy Club. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle the pressure against another top 4 side when they're favourites.
Flanners, what happened at the barbers this week? Did you go?
Oh no, is he hiding something under the
He's
cap?
going like a skin fade, and all I can see on his right ear is just this little...
Just a little bit of carpet hanging out the back.
Look, it was a bit of a home job.
Okay.
There's some greys coming through on the sides, and I thought I might be able to get away with it, but you picked up on that pretty quickly.
I didn't say it looked bad.
Very strategic hat.
Boys, I'll quickly ask you before the players run out in their beautiful kits for Sir Doug Nicholls round. Who would you be more confident? What tip would you be more confident for? Suns into the top 8 or Hawthorn into the top 4?
Willie, I've got Hustlate on my field in Supercoach.
Oh, fair enough.
Is he laid out?
No, he got dropped.
Oh no,
He got dropped.
Well,
Millsy, I'll ask you first, mate.
You're buying Sun stock. It's a beautiful time to be a Sun. They are absolute a lock for making finals. I think top 4 is going to be hard to get this year. Very open competition. So buy your Sun stock while you can.
So,
are we happy with Jed Buse stock?
Jed Buse?
He got 95 last week for the Cats.
Okay.
are you trolling around the waiver wire, Sammy?
I need to trade in the next...
These fingers are working very fast to make a trade at last minute.
I forgot at golf today. It was a busy day.
So Harps has completely gone off topic here, but that's all right. Flanners, what would your tip be? The Suns for the 8 or Hawks for the 4?
I'm going Hawks for the 4. I reckon Suns are home track bullies. They've got an easy draw. But look, they're going all right at this point in time. But yeah, we'll see what happens a little bit later in the year when the whips really get cracking.
What have you got for me, Beatty?
No, I was just going to ask you, are you more confident in a Suns top 8 place compared to a Hawks top 4?
Yeah, absolutely.
So who's your top 4?
Top 4, we got Brisbane. We do not have Sydney. I give you the...
No, they're cooked.
Why not?
Because they're cooked, mate.
I think
I
Crows
don't know
sneak
what
in.
Sydney you've been watching, and maybe a bit of VFL. Are they doing all right down there, Flanners?
No, we'll bounce back, mate. We'll be right.
Brisbane,
Filthy
Collingwood,
on that.
Adelaide.
Filthy.
Crows.
Adelaide.
Top 4.
Yes.
Wow.
Considering they get to
What's your
play.
top 4, Sammy? End of season.
I'll go the Lions. I'll go Collingwood 1. I think the Pies look elite. I'll go Brisbane 2.
Does Geelong make the top 4?
Nah, stuff
Do you
them.
reckon they do, Wilsey?
Cats.
Hurts me to say it. Bulldogs.
Doggies.
Don't mind the dogs.
Brisbane,
Collingwood, Brisbane.
Bulldogs, and then I think Adelaide sneak in.
Willie, are your Bulldogs good enough to make the 4?
Oh, Flanners, that's a ripping question. I mean, now that the fixtures all come out and we're playing a lot of Thursday and Friday footy, I'm gonna say it'd be great for them to finish in the top 4, but I reckon they finish 5th.
That's still a good finish.
That's still a very good finish, which I'd very much enjoy. But I think my top 4 is Collingwood, Brisbane, Hawthorn, and I reckon Geelong. Like, I hate to say it, but I reckon Geelong.
I'll go the
will crack
Cats
out.
3 beat, and I'll go the Doggies 4th for you, Wilbur.
So no Giants. No one has the Giants in their 4.
No.
No, they'd be too hot and cold.
They're very much like a roller coaster. They'll
Fine.
come down to
You're a
GMHBA
man
and
with sense.
Look, if
The Giants are making
What,
the top
all right,
4.
Flanners, where's your
if
Excel
they can't
spreadsheet?
can't knock off the Doggies to their home ground, then what's the point?
Have you got the Giants in the 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
do.
hot and cold. Too hot and cold.
nah, I don't. I've got Adelaide in.
Yeah.
Brisbane, Collingwood, Hawthorn, and Adelaide.
The thing
my
about the
4.
Crows is like half their games are going to be at Adelaide Oval, right, for the rest
Yeah.
of the year.
Yeah.
And you back them to win all of them.
And Sydney have half their games at SCG.
And they're going to win. half
We're
of
also
them.
got 9
think
blokes.
it's
There's also 9 blokes with 1,200 games of experience that's sitting on the sidelines at the moment. Due to come back in the next few weeks. Watch this space.
B,
One's
did
be
you
fine.
ask for an injury report? I didn't.
This is good. And it's great. It's great to have the 3 behind square boys all back.
It is.
And
I miss the lads.
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, what's been happening over the winter? I feel like we've all lost a bit of touch with each other.
It was a dominant T10 tournament that took place not long
Yeah,
ago.
Harps, you were playing a T10 tournament in Melbourne. How was that? Was that a bit?
We played a T10 tournament. We actually won it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody oath you did.
Was the Stars' first bit of silverware. So you got to start somewhere. No, that was a bit of fun. T10 was a bit of a different format, but it was good to get some games going. So, and then into golf season really.
Oh,
Yeah, so what does a cricketer do in the off-season?
Lots of golf.
Watch the footy.
Go to the footy, play some golf, go to Salt.
Go to Salt. Our great friends down at Salt. Paying them lots of visits in the magnesium spa. Yeah, well, I'm not the cricketer, but I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's about. I mean, there's a lot of keen golfers, Millsy in the cricket squad, and a lot of different courses to cover and different membership bases. So
It almost sounds like a prerequisite to make the Australian team.
to be good at golf, if Ronnie's the coach, it is. Yeah. I think the Ashes trip last year was just a golf trip through England and Scotland with a bit of cricket.
Yeah, wasn't there their training camp for the World Cup in Scotland? It was like
Yeah.
3 weeks.
And then I think they organised with New Zealand a 2-test series just so they could play some of the New Zealand
Yeah.
courses. Nick.
yeah,
but,
their training just happened to be up in Mungafai.
Yeah.
For an extra week,
In the middle of nowhere.
where there's no cricket wickets or nets.
What about you, Wilbur? What have you been up to since the cricket season ended?
Oh well, I mean, I would say I've been kicking plenty of goals for the Wattle Park Animals and leading the Coleman race, but after round 1, I found myself tearing my ATFL ligament, and I've been on the mend ever since. But yeah, I've just been hitting the gym, and
When can we see you back?
wow, it's funny you say that. I'll be back on the track when we play our biggest game of Div 12 Resies down at Norwood Oval.
Secured Norwood. That's huge.
Yeah, secured a big venue of Norwood, which is, I mean, I can say I got to play on a ground where not Marcus Bontempelli because he was injured, but Joel Frazier,
Lockie Neal,
Lockie Neal,
Eric Hipwood,
Eric
kick five.
Hipwood, Dan Zorko, they've all played on the ground. So it'll be great to kick a kick about on the Hello Turf.
Does
at
does
Norwood.
like the skinny bullet shaped oval, like does that suit your game?
Well, I sit in the forward pocket, Millsy. So I mean, if they're narrow pockets,
There might not be one.
Yeah, there might not be. There might be quite a few blokes sitting on the half forward, just trying to find some cheap goals or sit in a full forward and get some easy goals. But I think we are about to be blessed.
Oh, hello.
with some food
Look
and
what we
some
have
grub
here.
right here. Oh, beautiful! Here we go.
Sorry, the salad fell on the
Oh, that's okay.
That's
Do
all
you
right.
wanna-
We're not big salad eaters here. It's fine.
That's all right.
Let me take my jacket off.
Beautiful. Sorry, guys. We've just been.
We got a delivery.
We've just got a delivery from our good friends down at Hotel Collingwood. They are supplying us with the feed tonight for the footy. Who is excited for their...
We love the feeds from Hotel Collingwood. Last time I had the Palmer, it was just outstanding. I've got another Palmer.
It's a staple, isn't it, Flanders? Millsy, I hear you've got a mystery meal tonight.
What does a Gold Coast real estate agent get from the Collingwood?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I asked Sam, like, Sam, what do you have for dinner? He's got Palmer. Yeah, Willy T. Palmer. Flanners. He's going the Palmer. Look, we'll try something different.
Well, I had the
So I've gone for a
burger
mystery
last
meal.
weekend.
What do you got, the schnitzel?
Yeah.
Here we go.
so,
Special delivery.
so I think it's 3 Palmers, and I'm not sure what the...
Thank you very much, Georgia.
Oh,
Nice.
Are you genuinely got a mystery?
yeah, no, absolutely.
Oh,
not.
you didn't even
idea.
know. Oh,
He had
nice.
no idea.
I think you've done well with the steak.
I'm
Awesome.
vegetarian.
Thank you very much, Georgia. And is it correct if anyone walks in and says to Tony, Clubby Sports, they earn themselves a free pint?
No, it was kind of a rumour going around today, but I asked their HR rep and I was like, is that true? She's like, I'm not sure. So you can try your luck. But this Sunday at Hotel Collingwood, it's our Sunday local afternoon, and we've got a $1,500 raffle, plenty of wine, slabs of beers. So come down at 3 p.m. on Sunday, have a beer in the sunshine, a wine, and yeah, try your luck.
Wonderful. That's
Beautiful.
Sunday afternoon football
Get
will be on
down there.
television as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So get on down, Hotel Collingwood, 3 p.m. Sunday.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Georgia.
No worries.
Thank you, Georgia.
That is pricked my ears, boys. I don't know about you, but
Where are you going to be on 3 p.m. Sunday?
I'll tell you where I won't be, and it's on the couch. Let's get stuck in a bit of this. Actually, before we... Oh, no, that's all right. That's the salad
So, Millsy,
bag.
what did you request? Did you just request a mystery meal?
Yeah.
Nice. So
like a
it was up to
surprise.
them.
Yeah.
All right. Can we,
Tell you what, boys.
Pass that one
While
along.
we
Thank you. That is
while we
Yeah,
think-
while we are dishing out the food, let's build a stat check for tonight.
Okay.
little
A
stat
BWS
check.
stat
Tuke Miller's,
checker.
it's Tuke Miller's 200th tonight?
Tuke Miller's 200th and Massimo D'Ambrosio's 50th.
50th.
Okay, so we currently have a Took Miller 20.
Just have a look at that.
Yes.
Everyone who's watching, just have a look how good that Hotel Collingwood Palmer and chips is. It's the third time I've had
Yeah,
it.
delish.
Third live stream. Third Palmer from Hotel Collingwood. It's an outstanding chicken parmigiana. It's got all the herbs. It's got all the cheese. It's got all the sauce. And it's just a beautiful complement of all the ingredients that you'd want in a great chicken parma. So head
Tell you
down to
what hasn't
Hotel
changed,
Collingwood
will they?
at 3 o'clock on Sunday. Watch the footy. Get yourself one of these and have a few frothies.
From 3 Behind Square, the Year 9 history lesson.
Absolutely. You get what you pay for with Flanders and a little bit extra as well.
Yeah, so let's cook a little stat check. What are we thinking?
Can we get a bit
Who's
of...
going to have a big game? Who's going to kick 2 goals?
Well, could Massimo on his 50th, if we're doing some like nice sentimental moments with Took Miller making 20 on his 200th, could Massimo D'Ambrosio make 2 goals for us in his 50th?
You're asking a lot there, Millsy.
We by the way, we have not hit one of these, and we're
We haven't
at
hit
round
one for
10.
2 years.
No, we have not actually ever hit one.
Let's
in the
get
history of
some
Clubby
stats up.
Stealing.
What about the Wizard for a couple?
Yes, okay.
Let's
No
go with-
Gunston.
No Gunston.
Okay.
Bit of a wet peel to mark up forward. Marby or Chol just drop a few down to his feet.
Yeah.
Okay, Wizard 2.
Wizard 2.
What else do we think?
Ben
Millsy?
Long coming back?
Benny Long, is he in? Yeah.
Ben Long 2?
Been along for one.
Ben Long for just what? Let's give him just one.
No, actually, no. Give it two. It's a high-scoring ground. The game opens up a second.
Do you want to go with the high-scoring Flanners that Noble will have like 20 or 25 plus?
I like
25
that.
plus. There'll
Yep.
be a few behinds, and he'll definitely play on.
Yeah, I like that. He's their leading meters gained getter for the
What about
year.
something-
Noble.
What about the
Yep.
lawnmower?
Rowley.
Matthew Rowell, the lawnmower.
Rowley.
Let's go. How many tackles for the lawnmower?
Oh.
Is that something we
I
can
don't think
punt
we've
on?
had a tackles. Stat check before.
Rowley.
Tackles. I like a tackle.
5 tackles.
Rowley for 5+ tackles. Right,
the
oh.
lawnmower.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Josh?
I like it. The
What about, is
lawnmower.
Kalshadir back playing?
He is. He's
Have him
back.
for an anytime goal scorer.
Okay.
Taking.
How's our stat check going there, Bede? Feels like we're at 7.
All right. Here we are. You got that one, Wilbur?
Yeah.
Whack that in. Although, can you include tackles
You
in
can't
the
have
BWS
tackles.
stat check?
You can't have tackles. Not with the apps that I am using.
Oh,
I'm
what
checking
about
the stats
Rowley?
with.
Okay, maybe he gets. Is he in for 25?
20. I'm going to say 20. Yeah.
What did we go Noble for?
Noble didn't make the cut. We've got Kalshadir 1 snag, Matt Rowell 20 disposals, Ben Long 2 snags, Wizard 2 snags.
Ben Long 2 snags.
I quite like this.
Yeah.
Kalshadir, what was the thinking
Can we
behind
get
Kalshadir?
Noble in there? I like Noble.
Yeah, maybe Kalshadir's
Yeah,
off.
get
That
rid
was-
of Kalshadir
That was
and-
just a feel-good story because he's back.
Yeah.
Okay. John
And I watched
Noble,
his Unfiltered with Hamish, so
What do you like,
I've got a
Clarence?
soft spot for
It's
him.
got Johnny
That
Noble
was
for
very
25. Do you reckon? 25 for.
Ooh.
I love you, Kalsha, even though you're off the stat check.
I reckon 25 for Noble. Let's go
Okay.
that.
What is that spitting out, Wilbur?
Well, I've got.
Not.
So what
got
have we got?
Charlie
We've
on.
got John Noble for 25.
Yeah.
Is it Ben Long for 2?
Yeah.
Nick Watson for 2, and then Rowell for 20.
Correct.
That spits out odds of 8.25. So
All right.
whack that on, earn yourself a little bit of cash.
Thank you, BWS.
I'll tell you what
Thank you,
they'll buy
BWS.
you, Willy T.
What will it
They
buy
might
me?
buy you a little bit of property on Gold Coast Island.
Oh yeah.
Depends how much you chuck on it, Millsy.
What does Ben Long average a game goals?
In goals, I can tell you right now,
He's been scoring all right.
3.4.
Yeah, and 15-6. Yeah, he's accurate. That's a good one.
He'll thrive as well in these conditions.
Another one on Gold Coast Island going up in value. Would have thought Benny Long
Yeah,
with his start to the year.
definitely.
So who wins, lads? Or are we unanimously Gold Coast tonight?
I think I'm Gold Coast beat.
I'll throw a spanner in the works and say the Hawks. They've got to lose at TIO some stage.
Yeah, they're due. They're due.
Who are you going, Flanners?
I'll go the Hawks.
They're Stewie due, but it's not going to happen tonight.
All right, we're 2-2. Me and Millsy going the Suns. The two wingers.
The two absolute guns of local cricket are taking the Hawks.
My
So-
mic's going to be down here for the next 5 minutes. I'm just loving this Hotel
Yeah.
Collingwood feed.
This is the awkward ASMR sort of eating part of the episode that we do.
Sammy, have you ever played at TIO's team?
Yes, I have.
Made runs?
I've made a couple there. It was we go up there in every August for 2 weeks for the Strike League.
Oh yeah, the Darwin strike.
Darwin Strike League, yeah. So we're going up there this August, playing at TIO, yeah. They've got beautiful facilities. I tell you what they do have. They're beautiful facilities. It's a great place to go and travel. Yeah, it's a great trip.
So, yeah, how many weeks did you say? 8.
Well, we're probably up there for 10 to 12 days.
10 to 12 days.
6 to 8 T20 games. Like Stars and Renegades and Academies sort of things. And for us domestic players who aren't playing in all the franchise leagues, it's a great way for us to get some cricket in before our Aussie summer kicks off.
And what sort of games are you playing?
T20s. So we play like the Strikers will send an academy, the Gades will. We were playing like a local Darwin side, NT side, who had plenty of good talent.
Do you play
Darcy
against
Short.
Papua New Guinea?
Yeah, we played against Papua New Guinea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Played against them fresh off a very good World Cup when they actually
Yeah.
I can't remember who they upset, but they upset very good side in the West Indies.
Can people like if
I'll
they're
check that.
if they're in Darwin in August, can they like go down just have a little like nosy and have a look?
Oh,
at some
100%.
That's pretty awesome.
We don't quite get 5,500 that Wilbur gets at Norwood, but
Yeah, I'll kick 10 at Norwood, I reckon, with my brand new ankle.
not that I'm a tourist NT supporter guide or anything, but it is a good place to go and travel.
I've been enjoying the Gold Coast social media while they've been staying there. It's been really cool seeing them.
Yeah, what they've
sort of
been,
hanging
what
out.
have they been there for, Nick? 2 weeks?
Yeah, the whole group goes up for the 2 weeks who aren't
Playing.
playing in the VFL.
Yeah, nice.
So they send up a massive squad and.
Do you reckon
they
the Hawks
spend-
went up a little bit early?
Yeah, I think they did.
So what they beat the Demons last week on Saturday. You reckon they went up on maybe Monday or Tuesday?
I reckon the Hawks went up on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
I reckon half the Hawks left like halfway through the D's game. Like they were like, "Yeah, this team's done. We're already heading up to Darwin." Like, some of the
wasn't like
boys were
that at
packing
three-
their bags in the rooms.
Well, like that at 3/4 time, Mills. This is 1 point, wasn't it? It's lovely feed, lovely service. Rioli, the Gold Coast will be happy with his recruitment, surely. Him and Noble being good recruitments, Flanners.
Yeah, awesome. You need a bit of outside run when you play up in the northern states, and they've picked up two of the best.
To be reunited with Dimmer too.
Yep.
He's well, I think when
Yep.
he first came to Melbourne to Richmond, he was living with Dimmer. So I wonder if they're living
What
together.
are we playing
and,
for tonight? The Marbiel Child Cup?
Oh no, too many people.
Chol Cup.
Dill.
Yeah,
Dill, get off,
Dill, get off.
get off the KO.
Yeah, people at home can't see,
Thanks,
but we just
mate.
got kicked off KO. But we're back.
Yeah.
Someone's on the KO.
Far
Speaking
out.
of Dimmer, if he
Right.
does tune into Clubby Sports tomorrow to watch the game back with our commentary, Zach Evans is pretty good off halfback. If you want to give him a game,
Yeah, give Zachy Evans a run.
Ah.
I want to see him run around for the ones.
yeah, so do I, Wilbur.
Has he been? Do you keep in contact with Zachy boy?
We've been
much?
tearing it up in the twos,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. I hope so.
I can't fact check that, but
I hope so.
it'd be great to see him out there.
We might have to.
He's
might
got
have to
pace.
Check the facts on that one, but I'm
Yeah.
sure he'd be very handy.
Yeah. Is that man?
Here we go. Has anyone actually been to a game at this stadium? An AFL game?
One of my mates has played at TIO Stadium.
Does that count?
Yeah, he
Tom
rucked.
Mitchell.
No, Checkers. He rucked for St Mary's
Oh.
at TIO. He got towed up in the ruck.
Underway.
That
We're
was
underway.
a blatant throw. Yep.
Oh no.
Beatty, here we are. Alpha Dog.
Yeah. So I actually asked Millsy boys.
There's
Johnny.
Noble.
First one for Johnny.
Oh, good mark.
We had a little telephone call today before tonight, and my question was, who is the Hodgie of the Suns? Who is the alpha of this team?
Hodgie. Ooh.
The alpha.
Like
you know what I
Alpha.
mean?
Yeah, Alpha.
He leads the pack.
Yeah. Who's the alpha?
Let's discuss speed, because your brain clearly goes to someone like Miller.
Well, Dave Swallow's got the
That's what I said.
tickets.
But it's like, who can send out the message being like, boys, we're doing
Could Wits?
tomorrow's beach session
Oh,
at
right.
Burley Heads.
I can be Witsy.
Yeah, Big Witsy
Big
be doing a
Wits.
bit.
Do you reckon
Do you
Sam?
reckon everyone's listening to him though?
I think Noah Anderson's got a bit of
Speaking of,
yeah.
That's what Millsy said.
Noah
I came to the
Anderson.
conclusion. I
is,
think he's Alpha Dog of the
yeah.
Suns. There he is there again. On
Already.
cue. On cue.
what about like a Collins in defence? Do you reckon he just
Yeah,
marshals the
Yeah,
troops?
bit of Alpha Dog to him.
Yeah.
I reckon
Strong beard.
Mm.
I reckon if you were to get drafted by Gold Coast, Collins would be the one to like act like the bloke who says not a lot, and would like give you greasies across the dressing room.
Like
Cool.
make you earn it. At training.
Yeah, but once you pick,
There he is.
Yeah, there he
On
is.
cue. Yeah, there he
Yeah,
is.
I agree with you, Wilbur. Just I'm not judging on appearance, but
Yeah. No, but once you peel
you'd earn
back
your
the-
stripes with Colo.
Yeah, once you like do something great or do a really good 1%, he'd be like, "Yeah, mate, you've earned your stripes here."
What did you come to the consensus with, Nick?
Yeah,
Anderson.
I was with Noah Anderson. Yeah.
You beat?
My inclination was Took. I think he's nicer. I think Took's quite nice, a nice guy.
Yeah.
Which I don't think doesn't really fit the thing. I actually like the Sam Collins call. But
Flanners,
admit 'em.
I reckon,
what's the Excel spreadsheet telling you?
I reckon the grass eaters. He'd be pretty.
The lawnmower.
Yeah, the big lawnmower. I reckon
But is he going home?
he's probably going home. But I mean, the majority of time spent with the boys, he'd be right at the forefront of discussion. I would have
If we're
thought.
going with majority of time spent, David Swallow
bloke-
would be up there.
This bloke might be in the conversation. Big B King.
Oh, we did a redraft. Were you in that redraft?
No.
We did a redraft of the Ben King draft,
Mm.
which was Sam Walsh.
Yep.
Is it the Sam Walsh?
Sam
one?
Walsh.
And Wilbur, you,
Was Bailey Smith in that one as well?
Dill, and whoever else was with us had Ben King 5th behind Rosie. You were there, Flanners.
Yeah.
You were there. And I still canll believe that.
There were some very good players. in
Yeah,
that
I wasn't
draft.
wrong.
And you were so confident, Wilbur, that Ben King wasn't going to win the Coleman.
Yeah,
You still confident?
because Jesse Hogan kicked 7 last week.
So there's a lot of
check.
contenders there for that alpha at the Suns. Who do we reckon is at the Hawks?
I actually think it's like Josh Weddle. I genuinely think it's someone random. Like
Yeah.
Did you say who's the alpha at Hawthorn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sicily.
No, I don't think the young guys like. I'm talking like not just on field. I'm talking like off field, like the guy that just is like, let's go to this pub.
Gunston.
Like-
It'd have to be, wouldn't it?
If Sicily's like, hey guys, let's go to the Hawthorn Hotel like after our win, half the players are just like, man, blanking that.
No one goes to the Hawk.
Blake Hardwick, great
None
shout.
of those players go to the Hawker anyway. Especially not on a Tuesday.
Oh, Dill.
Dill, for fuck's sake. Get off your KO. Is this Dill's account?
At least Dill's tuning in. Congrats, Dill.
Yeah, he's watching footy finds. You know what? He'll be watching footy because he'll have
Second.
Annie with him.
Annie, yeah.
Shout out to the Buckley family for
Yeah.
And
welcoming Annie into the world as well.
And you have reached the maximum number of simultaneous.
He's clocked
streams
dad life,
allowed.
Wilbur.
Yeah.
2 kids, you live on KO. If you're up at 5, it's KO. Midnight, KO.
Kicks it over the top to you have the maximum number of simultaneous streams allowed. Here we go.
Who would you say from the Hawks, Millsy? You said Weddle.
I think
I
it's
think
someone like that. Like, I feel like that age demographic is like really leading the charge.
Yeah.
And I think some of the old boys are just like clinging on for dear life.
I reckon John Newcomb.
John Newcomb, good shout.
Could it be that bloke more?
Do more?
More, yeah. I think that's a good. Like, I think everyone seems to agree that like Moore's a bit of a lad. Yeah, particularly because you see their social media is so present, and it's in the algorithm.
I reckon Big Meeky would be
Lloyd.
Big Lloyd Meek.
Hawthorn's shout out to Hawthorn's media team as well. They are just heads and shoulders above the game.
Yeah, that one they did with the gorilla versus the 100 Hawthorn players
Yeah.
today was outstanding.
Lots of brain rot content as well, which is right in my wheelhouse.
Noble started well, Wilbur.
He started unbelievably, which is great for the
Let me get a
for
stat
the
check.
people at home that got on the stat check.
Oh, what's this playing?
Flanners, have you got any of your Supercoach players playing tonight?
I believe so. Let's check that. Yeah, I just subbed in Calchadia. So, he's in.
Best of luck to Cal. Sure.
Millsy,
He's currently on 1 Supercoach point.
we've had Dan Soda in the chat ask how many open houses this weekend, mate.
Mate, I have been flat out. I cannot be any busier. The phone has just been going non-stop. Yeah, I'll be looking towards, the help of substances to be able to get me through this weekend. We are going to be just selling the dream to Australians on Gold Coast Island.
Everything legal, of course.
Yeah.
Just a white monster and away he goes.
Yeah, just a couple of Baroccas. I might do a triple drop of Barocca.
Here he is, 200 man.
Big bad Toke.
He was great at the he came to the Clubby grand final breakfast and was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Coming back.
Can it come back? It has.
Get around him.
Oh, they've taken out the
Attaboy,
goal
Jake.
umpire.
Bang.
The goal umpire has been absolutely barreled over on the
Wasn't
line.
Roden, was it? Nah.
No. Some bloke who could really use the sun.
Yeah, we know that.
Umpires.
Do we?
It's interesting.
Oh, no.
What do you think your son kissed to you, Wilbur?
Interesting review here. The umpire said it's a behind. But
How could you do that to Took?
How could he tell? He's got his,
Yeah, I think it's a behind.
Soft signal behind. I think it's behind. Can we check for a behind?
Barris and the goal umpire.
I think I got touched.
Yeah. I think I've been pushed in the back. Surely it can't be a goal.
So, stat check. Noble has 2. So, good start from him. He's away. Who else do we have? Beat? Beat?
Stat check.
Yeah. Who we
We
have?
have Nick Watson for 2 goals, Ben Long for 2 goals,
Yep.
Matthew Rao for 20 touches, and Johnny Noble for 25.
Oh, so he took
Okay.
Took out.
So, Noble's got
We
2. Rowley's got 3.
Very early call for the stat check
Yeah.
when Nobes has had 2.
Flannagan's just getting very excited. I like
He is
him.
very
What stat
excited.
check are you most nervous about, Millsy or Wilbur? Watson for 2.
The wizard, yeah.
Yeah, the whiz for 2. But he's real slippery in these conditions. He'll slip under the footy or slip under an arm and get it going.
All right, back in the middle. Witsy and Reevesy. And it's Witsy who knocks it down. He finds Tuke Miller. Hands off to
Oh, this
Anderson.
is just
Gives a
textbook.
rail. Bursting towards the 50. Bangs it along the square. And it's a free kick to our man Benny Long.
Oh, he's gonna get one.
Yes. Benny Long for 1. Here it is.
Oh no, he's just had his goal stolen.
Oh, what happened?
No, it's okay.
No,
It's
he
coming
hasn't.
back.
It's all
Oh,
good.
no. He's still got it.
I think that was it Ballard running around there?
No, that's cooked.
Who was it? It was Holman. Yeah.
So this is huge. This is half of one of our...
For half a tick of the stat check.
Any danger of just going back to the replay out of the middle there? That was prime time Suns.
That was impressive.
Bang.
And that's a goal for Benny
Kick.
Long.
Well done, Longy. Get the wizard involved and we're halfway there.
Yeah, everyone started
What'd you do
well.
at Salt this evening, Wilbur? What body?
A bit of chest.
Chest.
Got to build the chest.
Nice.
The
Any magnesium?
yeah, plenty of magnesium. Had a float in the spars.
Post chest.
Yeah, post chest. You never spar before the workout. That's very silly. A lot of the
So chest, magnesium,
yeah
beer at Concrete Boots.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a
Do
trio.
you strike up conversation when you're in the spas and in the ice bars, or you like sort of headphones in, like you're locked in?
No,
He
I'm
doesn't
very,
need to, Millsy. They do with him.
I'm very open to a conversation in the spa. Actually bumped into one of our producers from here, Archie. Archie went post work and he stood in the ice bath for 3 minutes while I was talking to him.
Whoa.
And he there was no sign of like agony or like discomfort. Archie's just built different, I guess.
How
But
long you
yeah.
asked in the ice bath, Billy?
Or from waist down, I've done 15 minutes before.
Nice.
But like that's when I was like locked in.
That's a
I was
cold
like-
Willy.
That's a very cold Willy.
So you get with the Gold Coast property development manager.
I was like locked in.
Cheap gags
Um,
and a beautiful house.
Fun is liked it. He's giggling to himself over there. He can't even eat his farmer.
Over
Full
Simpson,
body-
Over Simpson last said anything on the front there.
full body cold plunge. It's like 30 seconds. I don't know why, but the torso just like. Oh! Jed Walters has just gone to clean some of the floodlights at TIO. Oh!
That's Mark of the Year.
Have we just watched Mark of the Year, Flanners?
Yep, that's Mark of the Year.
And it's a big boy too.
That is
That
not
was a
getting
big
beat.
boy, and it was the
Sis.
it was the extra elevation.
Yeah.
Like he got the second wind.
How
Holy
good can
shit.
this bloke be?
I reckon he
Well,
can
no.
be a gun. I
Colin
reckon he
medalist?
can. Oh, that's a good
and he
kick.
backs it up.
Sneak.
Oh,
Swung late.
that ball did all sorts.
What a
man.
mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Little
you're
bit of
bowling, Willy.
Bit of reverse on it.
Holy shit.
Oh,
That's a grab.
That's a grab.
that was a
and
good
half.
camera angle too, showing him come from
Yeah.
the angle.
I was staring down at my palm when it happened. But if you want to clip that up.
Yeah, me too. Here's Johnny.
And zoom in.
Can you do it again? Oh, Benny.
Oh,
That's
Second
a
Oh,
mark.
grab.
Benny.
That's a mark. They'll pay that. They'll have to pay it.
Benny Longford.
no.
too.
Oh, they haven't paid it.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
That's like Lee Colbert in the 1997 semi-final against Adelaide.
I wasn't born for that, unfortunately, Flanners.
Lee who?
that could have cost.
Oh, maybe
St
the
Kilda
other
could have
one.
been premiers.
Yes. Good, Millsy. You're on it. Very good.
Joel
Did he
Jeffrey.
just try and like sell
tried to
candies
goose-
to nobody?
He tried to goose step him.
I'm glad you saw that too.
He tried to sell him back to front, nearly.
Dude, the concrete boots is going
Yeah.
down.
Oh,
Oh,
going off downstairs.
The pub downstairs, for those listening or watching, they are playing some very aggressive rock music, which is it's shaking me in my recliner seat. Oh, David Swallow's a sub. How can you be like a mad dog or like a?
You
a
can't be
real-
an alpha dog when you're the
Yeah.
sub. That's a beta position.
That is a real beta position.
Oh. He's looking dangerous, Long.
Oh, that was impressive. That
Wow.
was very impressive.
There's a shoe.
Baz Humphrey. My boy.
You love him, but I got him in Supercoach, B.
Pre-game beers
yeah.
was definitely talking about where like he was like a puppy, and now he's becoming a dog.
I
Yeah.
think he could actually be, because everyone like wants to know who's going to be the next Dusty. I don't know if he has he's like a different player, like he's bigger and not as fast, but strength-wise, Bailey Humphrey, like he's like 20, 21. He's
young.
fucking
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
Who was like before Dusty?
Glenn Archer.
Shudo?
Rishudo.
I mean, Glenn Archer played down back, but
Voss.
Like Voss.
yeah.
But,
Voss.
would you put Buckley in that?
Ablett
So he
Senior.
said, what, Nick Butler?
No, not Butsy.
Nick Butler, the 43 State League gamer.
Ablett Senior was pretty hectic out of the goal square.
There's Cyril.
Cyril.
Wow, he's cheering for Gold Coast. Why is that?
Good question.
Why, Millsy? You got it.
You answer your own question there, Nick.
No, I was asking the question. Just noticed he really cheered on that Gold Coast goal.
He might have a few.
He might have some friends.
He might have a few more relations with the Gold Coast boys.
Was Dimmer ever at like Hawthorn when Cyril was there?
Dimmer was at
I
Hawthorn.
think so. He was
No,
the
he's-
assistant coach.
Yeah, his assistant. Yeah.
He was the assistant of the 08 grand final.
Yep.
Stewie Jew's grand final.
Would he count as like a Dusty type, Stewie Jew?
Oh, that day in the grand final he did. That was a great third, fourth quarter performance, that.
Does Stuart Jude, is he like one of those blokes that just gives you hope that no matter what size you are, you can still get drafted?
Are you speaking for yourself? Wizard!
Oh, Wizard! He's jumped right over him. That can't be pushing the back. He's just leapfrogged him.
He's at the Lions now, Stewie Jew.
Yeah, I do mean for me, Harps.
Yeah. That wasn't a go. It's
Just wheeling and going off the
just
half
if the
forward.
recruiters are at Norwood Oval in a few weeks.
Yeah. Well, if they want to come down to Bennettswood Reserve in the Division 5 VAFA thirds, I'll be rolling out a few 50-metre bombs.
What time?
sometime soon.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, 9:20 we'll usually kick the dew off, but this week we're playing 4:45.
Oh, Twilight.
Yeah, a little twilight number, but
Into the dark.
yeah, I'll be on the pine, doing the rotations.
Who leads the Rezzies, Willie? Who's your player at the Rezzies?
Who's our leader?
Yeah.
Or who because we've got Checkers as the playing coach, technically.
Kados leads from the front of the goal square, doesn't he?
Yeah, Kados, he's a back shoulder merchant.
Yep.
He likes to think he wins the hard pill, but big back shoulder guy. Hence why he kicks 4 or 5 a game just running into an open goal. My housemate Bailey McCabe, he has lost a lot of weight and is now winning a lot of footy, but there's not many blokes that put their head over the footy in this team.
Jarrah still slice him up off half back.
When he's not roaming the grounds of Fox Footy on Super Saturday, you'll find him getting cheap touches off the half-back flank in the Div 12 Rezzies.
Just quietly, Gold Coast have started pretty well here in this match.
They have. It's not good for my tips.
Have we got any Hawks supporters in on the chat tonight? I don't know if there's anyone been. I did see a Go Hawks.
There was a Go Hawks from a young Riley.
Oh, that's
good.
And that's a
a
kick
shoe.
and a half from King.
Kingy, bang.
Wooden Spoon Data, solid crew here tonight. Absolutely, mate. We provide nothing but the best crews every Thursday night. And this is just another one of them.
Who have you had on recent? Who's come on the last few Thursdays, Wilbur?
Well, we had Charlie Combin, myself, Scott Walton, and Josh Garlop.
Yep.
Nice. The weekend before that, or one of the weekends before that, we had the great Grace Greggy Egan from the Richmond AFLW with myself,
Paddo.
Bill, and Paddo, Adam Pattinson. He was unreal. Who else? We've had Flanners on before with myself, Dill, and
Yeah, Giorgio.
Mac.
1 week as well.
Mac was
we had
on.
Mac.
Mac was
Mac's been unreal. Mac owns these live streams. He really gets the chat going. Especially when it's a Carlton game. He puts blood, sweat, and tears into these streams.
The Lormo, he's...
Did he just pull up a bit sore?
For the loyal viewers of Clubby TV, put in what your favourite crew this year has been so far, or who do you want to see more of on the Clubby TV streams?
One of my favourite crews from a chat perspective has been the tall guys. We've got some people who, one's called Tall Guy, then one's called the Tallest Guy, and then one's called the Real Tallest Guy, or the Very Tallest Guy. So it's alright. They always give us a good laugh.
Yeah, there's a bloke called Killer on there.
Yeah, Killer.
Who's
He
always
provides heaps. The
very
official
good.
John Smith.
Smithy.
Gemma Diamond
Gemma.
and Zoe Cameron.
Zoe.
Zoe Cameron's the first ever moderator of the Clubby Sports
Really?
chat. I think so. Beat, I hate to be that bloke, but we actually can't see on the TV. Not the game, but just our...
You know what it sounds like?
Just our feedback.
What is going on
Underneath
downstairs?
it? Yeah, it sounds
Really?
like
It's full on down there.
smoke go.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
The chats. I used to listen to a lot of the chats as a year 12. Real headbanging shit.
That's really showing your age.
So it's really rebellious, and it's like, fuck you, teachers. I'm not doing my exams. Yeah. But I was a big, you ever had a lime cordial, Milsey?
Yes.
Yeah. Big lime cordial.
That was
man.
you?
Yeah.
Down in the
And-
cattery?
Yeah. Down at Torquay Hotel.
Ah.
And Skeggs as well.
Do you know what this reminds me of downstairs? I want to saw Bliss and Esso at
Yeah.
the Torquay Hotel with the few of the
Bliss
cricket
and
boys.
SO Sam.
Yes, Nick. Anyway, the pre-act to Bliss and Esso
The
was
Australian hip hop
was the
band.
hardest core music you've ever seen. Oh, days. Tommy Jackson, if you listen, he was right in his element.
Liam Brett, will Flan play a game of Div 12 Rezzies? Sliced up Mac with ease out of the goal square.
I did slice up Mac with ease out of the goal square. It was
I'll tell you what, you actually looks pretty good from the boundary too on that television ad. You
Yeah.
slotted
Kicked
that
a
on.
nice banana that I've seen a few times.
Yeah.
there may be some CGI involved in that, but
I was going to say, well, how many takes did that take, Flanners?
yeah,
I heard they hide out the ground for 3 days.
Look, there's a bit of wind that was blowing away from the goal, so it was
Fair
a difficult
enough.
kick.
Come on,
It was
Wiz. Ah.
a flat ball as well, but
Flat footy.
look, we eventually got it with some digital altering.
Yeah, I love that.
But the question, will I play a game of Div 12 Resies? Well, look, I'm keen. We've got to, if you can fit me in the forward line with yours truly, Willy.
Well, while I'm out, we don't have much aggression, or we don't have much like bullishness down forward. So we might actually have to call upon you, Flanners.
If I learn anything Wilbur over the summer, it's that Flanners actually needs to commit. Took him 6 months to play a game of cricket, let alone footy. Jeepers. Take him 6 years.
Hey, the game he played of cricket, he
Play on advantage.
took a
there he is.
very nice wicket.
Who was that, Willie?
Happened to be myself.
You going around at St. Bede's again next year? I haven't thought that far.
St.
ahead.
Peters?
St. Peters.
Oh, I haven't thought that far, but I have thought how cool would it be if I could play a few one-off games for just a few clubs around Victoria.
Yeah.
Maybe even go interstate.
Like a prime train of
Yeah,
cricket.
prime trainer cricket. Get Flanners involved in a game. Get Butsy involved in a game.
Sorry, that's
Just a fitter version of
just
Prime
cutting
Train,
up some
Wilbur.
social video.
Just Beatty on the ones and twos.
Hello, boys. I'm back.
Oh, they're-
Smoke coming from the fingers.
Their phones must be. They mustn't have any signal with their bench phones because Dimmer's got the old iPhone out. Calling down to the bench.
Oh, it's gone through. Coach killer.
Oh,
Absolute
that's a
coach
nice
killer.
goal.
Who snagged that? Is that Ainsworth?
Ainsworth
Yeah.
playing from the back. Slippery pill goes through the defender going forward.
Sammy Mitchell's just launched his iPhone.
Yep.
It's opened
Is
up.
that Ainsworth?
It's opened up Bejeweled.
So what time's the golf start?
Yeah, at this rate, we might be having to look at early tea times.
Rory have a morning tea time.
Yeah,
Speaking
seeing-
of
seeing
Dick,
Rory play
and
the front
McElroy
row.
coming out to Melbourne this summer.
How good?
That is
Mate,
great.
it's bloody exciting. I can't.
That's
sort
big
of-
news to Royal Melbourne.
Yeah, and then Kingston Heath next year as well.
Sorry. So is he coming both years?
Yes,
Wow.
25, 26.
That's awesome.
Great for Aussie golf. We hope it can bring down some more.
Who was the
world-class
biggest name?
golfers.
Who did you say, Nick, is the biggest name in the last 10 years we've had? We had Woods in 09, didn't we, at Kingston Heath?
Tiger 09,
Yeah.
2010.
We had Spieth one year?
We've had Spieth. We've had Garcia. I don't know if Garcia really counts as a big pull, but
I'm not including the live event in Adelaide, by the way.
we had the big draw card of Michael Block.
Blocky.
We had the Block party.
Jakau Neiman's come a few times. We're not.
Yeah,
we've just gone down a few echelons.
Yeah, sorry,
from
we're
Tiger
getting
Woods
into
to,
golf chat.
Rory McIlroy.
But essentially, yeah, Aussie Open, great event. Good to see, like, it's bred some really good players in the world. Yeah, like Kickstarter, Jordan Spieth's career, many others. Nice to see Rory return. It's not the first time he's coming to Australia. Came as a junior back in the day.
Oh, Wiz. Hi.
He gets back on his feet so quickly, doesn't he?
He has.
He bounces around like a little ping pong.
Yeah, it's like he's
ball.
got springs in his ass or something. It just sort of bounces back up. There's
Not
no
hard-
better way to say it, really. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of...
Yeah.
Doing.
He, like, pogos.
What would your forward pressure be like, Flanners, you reckon?
I reckon I've got about as long as I did that video with Mac.
I was about to mention that Mac video because you were blowing by the third contest.
Mate, I was absolutely gone. I had to get it done in the first two. I knew that.
did.
So, yeah, I went hard in those first two. You saw me really chasing after him in that first contest that we did. Just, I had to win that one. And then had to win the second one because I chased after him in the first
Oh,
one.
noodle
Here you go,
time.
Wilbur. Noodle time. What's
If I went
noodle
to the
time?
third, I was in
2
trouble.
minutes. Maggi noodles.
That's 3 minutes, 4 minutes, Nick.
I know, but maybe it's, just to
Be hungry.
be hungry.
Greedy.
Be greedy. Eat all the noodles.
Increased pressure.
What?
Oh,
What has that got to do with noodles?
Yeah.
I'm not increasing my pressure with my noodles.
But really, like, let's be honest, noodles don't take 2 minutes. Like, you got to, like, put the kettle on.
There's a bit to it.
There's about a
Yeah.
minute in admin, and then probably about 2 minutes cooking time.
And cooling off as well.
Yeah,
Can't
so
eat straight
so
away.
maybe this is a very accurate sign.
Nick, were you happy with your mystery, Nick? Steak?
Yeah, it's great. I got half of it stuck in my teeth, so I'm trying to like discreetly trying to get it out of my teeth, but it was fantastic with peppercorn sauce.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
if you're heading down to Hotel Collingwood,
On Sunday, are they?
get yourself a little peppercorn sauce for a Sunday steak.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, just in
Yeah.
time for Saints West Coast. What a game that'll be.
Wow. It's almost Brisbane North at Ninja last Sunday.
Well, that turned out pretty good.
I know,
Yeah,
that was...
great game.
Although not for you, Sam.
That was-
You've been pretty
Yeah,
nervous.
that was a tough watch.
Well, what's happening to the Lions?
Oh, I don't know.
Not taking the points against North. That's a bit of a worry.
I'm still celebrating, mate, from last September, mate. Who did we beat again in the granny? I forgot we won by
that's
so
enough
much.
of that. That's enough. Get back to golf chat.
Who's
Fine.
played in the last couple of grannies? The
Swans.
Swannies.
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 Who hasn't won one? Swannies.
Swannies.
At 16-1 was rubbish.
Oh, that 16-1 was beautiful.
It was rubbish.
Should we run back the Tom Boyd kick to goal video?
Fuck. No, that's enough of that. Get back to the
Have you been
golf.
going to the Saners, Millsy?
Have I been going?
Yeah, have you been going and watching the Saners?
I did, yeah. I was actually...
I saw an Instagram story of you at a pub somewhere near Marvel after they won a few weeks
Yeah,
ago.
got to see the Knock Knock Girl.
Yes.
Which is pretty...
Platform 28.
Yeah, Beatty's friend. That was...
Yeah.
I
Beatles,
remember... I think
Beatles got right,
Yeah, the first
right
win of the year.
close and personal in one of them.
Weren't you in attendance as well?
I was in attendance
You
to
were there
that
as
one,
well.
but
You
I
were
wasn't. I wasn't crumbing the Knock Knock Girl.
It's one of the great, like, it's almost become a tradition of Saints footy. Like, if Saints win a game, you got to go to Platform 28 and see the Knock
Yeah.
Knock Girl. It's a good vibe.
Yeah, that's it.
So, yeah, you've got, well, this week for the Saints West Coast, we've got a second stream, right?
Yeah, it's funny you bring it up. On Sunday, we've actually got a St Kilda West Coast Clubby TV.
Yes.
So that'll be the Kicker Forward boys. Beatos, you'll be in attendance.
I'll be. Are you?
I don't think I am at this point, but
So it's a 3-man.
you never know. It could.
You'll be at the Collingwood Hotel, won't you, Wilbur?
I'll be at the Collingwood Hotel.
Ah,
Wizard!
Of course.
Where's
There
it
we
going?
go.
Pocket.
Snapping up a few
Stat
deals if I don't get the call up. But
Stat check.
the Kicker Forward boys, they'll have plenty to say.
And good time for people to call in. I think there's going to be a bit of a hotline going.
Yes, there's going to be a hotline on Sunday, so make sure you call in.
Yeah.
The boys will have plenty going on. Last time we had Giorgio on the
Sammy, call in
stream.
the shot.
He asked us
Watson
about
from
our
the boundary
top
line. He
5
kicks
fruits.
a drop punt. It looks good. It's
Oh!
coming. Oh, he dobbed it.
Oh!
Stat check.
Oh. Has he given it, this is my
This
ground?
is my house. TIO. This is Cyril's house.
Get
really,
ready,
but-
because I'm about to kick 2 for the stat check.
Wow.
Oh,
So what-
we could be on here.
So we got
So-
Watson. We got Long. Rouse started on the heater.
So Watson has one. Long has one. Rowell has. Give me a sec.
9.
What a dog!
Rowell has 8,
Okay, he's clearing.
and Noble has 11.
Oh, boys.
Are we calling this as home?
Don't cash out yet, fellas.
Kick ons at Harper's house.
Come back to Madden Grove.
Well, we've gone into ballads section in the downstairs.
Concrete Boots is really mixing up your Thursday.
A lot of variety.
Plenty of variety.
Well, I was starting to get worried about the Hawks and their percentage
Oh,
and
what a
whether
kid.
So what, this is
this was going to derail their season, but
We've
the
had
Wizard
some-
has got them back on
we've
track.
had some good marks. We've had some good goals. It's a good game of footy.
It's a great shoe. Noodle
That was
time.
called a throw during noodle time.
You want to believe this, boys? I mean, 2 hours ago the news broke, but Braden Maynard will be captaining the Collingwood Magpies this week.
Wow.
Really? Where's
Is this like a rotation
Against-
system?
no more, no
Adelaide.
Dacos?
Oh yeah, no more. I wonder if Dacos has been given the.
But Dacos was like third string, wasn't it? It was like who was it? It was Moore, and then it went down to side bottom, didn't it?
Yeah,
And then that's how Dacos.
oh, Dacos is
Someone
in
knows.
the leadership group. I know he's a vice skipper at the age of 22 or whatever he is. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Is that a bid to try and keep him at the club, even with North Melbourne throwing a lot of cash in his face?
Potentially Wilbur. I've got a question for you, Wilbur,
Yeah.
and everyone. Who do you reckon Tassie's first recruit is going to be?
Charlie Comden after his last comments. He's gonna be getting the bonus. Give him the bonus.
Give him the bonus.
I heard they're throwing the kitchen sink at the Ashcroft brothers.
I reckon.
Ooh.
I reckon. Oh,
They'll have a forward line of Rewalts. There's
Go on,
there's
Flannas.
4 of those kids coming through.
You know, father sons can't go down that Apple Isle down wherever it
I
is.
feel like the midfield could very much be.
Their plane ticket doesn't go through Hobart, mate.
I feel like the midfield could very much be built. McKercher, Sanders, and then who? Seth Campbell. if
What about
he's got a few.
what about Alex Pearce? Will he be like?
Will Alex
coming-
Pearce be like a James McDonald at the Giants?
Well, who are the local Tassie boys who are playing good footy under 25 currently?
Sanders,
So Sanders, is that who?
McKercher.
Sanders McKercher.
Yeah, Campbell.
There's another Tassie guy that I'm forgetting,
What a time.
but there's
Jeremy Howe. He's not young, but he's there. Brody Mychek.
Maybe Jeremy Howe's backline coach by then.
John
Yeah.
Menzies at Bombers. Lockie
Jack
Weller.
Rewell, forward line coach.
Grace.
ruck coach of Andrew Phillips.
What?
He still gets paid for that.
Does she?
The three Richmond boys.
Speaking of Grace, that was a very funny video this
Yeah, that was
week.
good.
The Richmond boys, Sam Banks, Ryan Mansell and Seth Campbell, all from Tassie.
It's a good forward line.
Who would you start your AFL club with?
There's
Any
been
that's
so
willing to
many-
have me?
Yeah.
I didn't ask for you, Nick.
Yeah.
I said
anyone that wants to throw a contract at me.
What sort of question is that,
Yeah.
Sam? Let's wait a second. Like, oh yeah, I've really got to they're really desperate for like a short, slow guy who can't really kick on his left. You know, like
Yeah.
Well, but
clubs
for the
are just
mature of us
begging
here,
for it.
which AFL current player would you build your club around?
I think there's been so much
Nick didn't pass
discussion.
U9 English, so he didn't quite hear my question.
There's-
Flannas is still doing his history lesson, so we'll just have a chat.
There's a lot of discussion around the Sam Darcy or Nick Dacos debate, but it's very unlikely that you'll pull Nick Dacos out of Collingwood.
Yeah, like you would not get the Ashcroft brothers out of the Lions. You're not
Yeah.
getting Dacos out of the Pies.
I
So
think
you're saying there's no like Gary Ablett Jr. legacy piece?
nah.
Like if Jack Rewald or like Brennan Gale down there at Tassie like goes to one of those
Brennan
champion
Gale.
players with the like, hey, here's like the
Here's
the Gary Ablett
$400
Jr.
bajillion.
legacy.
Come play at
legacy
Tassie.
stuff. The 1.2 bonus on top. Do something for history of AFL.
I reckon you might go, if you're Tassie, you might go for a Finn Callahan type sort of
Vinny
operator.
Callahan.
I like
Could
it,
do.
Flannas. That's a good chat. Someone from from GWS living out in the West.
Could Tom Green get
That's another one.
thrown in?
Potential.
A young Tom Green. He wouldn't be very young by then, though. He'd be very
I was
mid.
going to say, when are they playing their first game? What year?
2028, I think.
What about the Bond?
The Bond wouldn't go there. Don't be silly.
Why
Bond.
not?
Well,
Don't be
how old's
silly,
Bond right now?
He's like back end 30.
Gee, if, they,
Back end 20s.
if they put like a big 6-year deal in front of Bond, he's getting
He's
millions.
just opened up a milk bar in Kew, guys. I think the
You
last
reckon
thing...
he's doing the milk bar? You reckon he makes it?
Yeah.
Are you
mate.
telling me there's no milk bars?
I actually went-
in Hobart.
Actually went there the other day. It is a beautiful spot in Kew. Arthur's
A
Milk
beautiful
Bar.
milk bar.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
so
it's a
milk bar?
It's a cafe, but it's called Arthur's Milk Bar.
Why?
It is a bit of a diner. It's a dinery cafe restaurant, ish.
Diner. Can you get the filtered coffee?
I believe so, potentially.
Killer has said, who is the Robert Downey Jr. wannabe listening to his AirPods? And what are you listening to on your AirPods?
Oh,
thank-
Killer, stop, stop! It's
I thought you'd never ask.
Thanks for tuning in, Killer. I'm a Gold Coast real estate agent because I've got a beachfront house on Gold Coast Suns Island, and the property is selling. It is going hot. They're going to be playing finals this year. So if you want to buy your Gold Coast real estate, come to me. They are selling like hotcakes this weekend.
Comes with one earbud.
yeah.
I'm on the
And a
phone.
bag of chips.
I've got people on the phone. We're doing good numbers.
Business never stops. Business never.
We're just
stops,
selling the
mate,
dream, baby. Selling the dream.
Yeah. If the Suns were share price right now, what would they be?
They'll be like Rio Tinto stocks.
I'm not very good with
Or
shares.
probably like
or-
Guzman and Gomez stocks.
Like
Oh.
You know, when they
Yeah, I'm not a big crypto
When they went
or
public.
stocks man.
Killer also said, green jumper, KO hat, sitting under the KO sign.
Yeah, it is
Green.
just like,
With
Gotta
what
keep
you can
sponsors
see
happy.
on the top of
Unapologetic.
Homer's head is just a little bit of leftovers from the Palmer.
Oh no. Homer's got Palmer on him.
All I can see from our spot, Wilbur, is the skin fade that didn't end up fading.
Hey lads, can I have your attention for a second? We're going to play a little game. I was meant to do this at quarter time.
I like Beatty's games.
I'm sure
I
you're
never
familiar
win
with
Beats
Pokemon.
games.
Who's that Pokemon? Who's that?
Who's that player?
So
Okay.
this player has played 13 years in the league. He is a current player. If you can see those votes there, they're Brownlow votes. So he's
Fuck
rookie
Millsy,
season,
it
he
looks
had
like
0
you
votes.
in the outline.
Yeah, it is. It was from a past life when I had the choice of AFL clubs coming to me.
So 13 years ago, what would that be? That'd be 23rd,
2011 or
2012.
2012, Wilbur.
2012.
which would be
Jeez,
that
that's-
31, 32 years old.
And they've never got a Brownlow vote.
So
No, they have.
2012.
No, they have. So the first couple of years
In
they
the
didn't,
first
but they
couple.
polled 14
Sorry.
in year 3,
Oh, right. They've
Well,
got on a heater.
We're
Then-
fu-
then went
we're
really
fuck,
quiet.
We're doing well.
and it's just had a comeback.
Is that Libba?
Yes!
Come on.
Flatters.
Finals, that's elite.
He had the XL spread though. He's like, did you like you watch those numbers
He
go?
he put it into
Yeah.
to the Flanners
Who run
software.
14 votes in
Into the
2020?
formula.
Flan
Go.
GPT.
Calculating.
Flan GPT. That would spit out some words.
Man, what a
But you'd be
get.
reading for a year.
Jeez.
All right.
Beatty, great game, awesome.
Yeah,
Love
I've got
it.
another one.
Got another one coming?
Three-quarter time.
Ooh.
I've also got a quiz.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I've got a quiz. at
Flanners,
half
what
time.
made that click? That was gun.
Hang on, what are the Hawks doing here? Are they going inside?
Contrast there.
oh,
It's the
broken leg.
cold room.
Yeah.
Remember, like that was
Ah,
the, as
Like
well.
your
There was the
magnesium,
gap
it's
there.
all southern.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
what the
wasn't
Duke
looking
12
at the
residents
I was
do,
just
he's got it straight
thinking
out of the
he's got
Hawthorn
a
playground.
lot of votes in the last couple of years.
Yep.
And then I just like looked at the silhouette of him, and it just made a lot of sense.
That actually does look like Liver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you
There you
say
go,
it,
Nick. You look like Liver back in the Bendel Saints days, eh?
Well, yeah, well they
Flan
do.
GPT.
I have had many comparisons to Tom Liberatore
Tom Liberatore.
on the football field. Yeah, for sure.
He's now tearing it up and you're selling
I'll tell you what,
property.
Millsy, the AFL Clubby that we ran last night, you were taking on a few blokes and you were running around a bit like.
I've pulled up very sore.
vintage
Might
Liver.
I just add?
We were doing a drill across the width of the ground, and it was pretty much work the ball down to me and then work it back to Mick Barlow. And the amount of times Millsy marks it and then takes on the bloke on the mark, you would think
Are you selling candy, Nick, or?
The Candy Man was making many sales.
he was cashing in. Lots of people wanted a bit of.
Who was on the mark, Flanners?
Oh. there were quite a few people that are.
I even sold candy
Sorry,
to
Flan.
Will, and then I forgot that he had a
I love
sore
ya.
ankle.
But when you
Yeah.
went the
Couldn't run
Ashcroft
after me.
brothers,
He actually
that hit a
did try.
nerve. I could not see that happening.
Millsy did actually sell me a bit of candy.
You never know.
but
You never know, Hubs.
Bunged my ankle
Yeah.
further.
Just picking on the week.
Here we go. About to bounce.
We're back Q2. We had a great start to our stat check.
Jeez, bounce.
Warple on Rao.
Yeah.
Just a great match.
2 balls.
Anderson Newcomb, it's a... Oh, he's pinged
Oh,
him.
he's pinned him.
Oh.
Let's get some more. Oh, it's a 50.
That was a
Downfield.
Oh, downfield.
Hardwick forward.
Oh,
Not there.
Took. That's a little bit high.
Not a free kick.
Bit of mayo on that,
I think so.
Millsy.
That's all right. It's tactical.
Do you do that, Wilbur?
No.
No.
No way.
Oh, that's...
Can oh, it's
Oh, get
deal.
there.
Gee.
Dimmer.
Can you do it in cricket? Like, add? Is there a way you can, like, sort of dive or like create some extra drama
In your own
any
team,
way?
in your own team, you can.
Like, I bet you do it when you're keeping. Like, when there's one that looks like a little stretchy, like you make the dive a little more dramatic, a little somersault.
Oh,
a bit of,
100%.
yeah, a bit of sauce.
Yeah.
If there's a bowler in your team that you don't like and you're in the cordon and you drop an absolute sitter, you've got to like put mail on the
Like you've rolled, dive behind, second slip, and it was low.
yeah, and you go and you like you watch the path of where the ball would have been coming from and pretend like it's
Like, something happened. Like,
Yeah.
it took a...
and you're like, mate, that swung a heap. But
Yeah.
it was genuinely just a
Just a regulation catch.
regulation catch.
So, yes, Nick. Definitely the catches.
Yeah,
Catches.
plenty. I even do that with myself.
My favourite
when
one
I'm
is the
batting.
keeper, Nick, is when we get in the huddle and you can tell a bowler's happy. They think they bowl like a seed or something. You just go in there as a drinks fan and you go, "Bro, just missed a straight one, that bloke." The ball's absolutely spewing. There's no one on the ground can see what the ball's done.
Yeah.
He's,
you get the.
he's actually bowled an absolute peach. Bro, what a spud. He's just a straight one. The ball's actually spewing.
Have you ever like you
That's
know
my
like
favourite.
the thing that I always see in cricket too, and I always watched it, particularly when I was working on it, was when the wicket goes and they throw the ball up, and people just run in all sorts of directions. Like, does that ever go wrong?
It does. Nick, I threw one to square leg because it was so out and the ball went for 4. It was like Nick did. I just passed it to square leg because get to the square leg umpire. And Brad had just rolled the junction over a little bit too quick. The outfield the ball went to the boundary.
Jeez. But was it out?
Yeah, he smacked the cover off.
Oh, well, good. That's
It was on the umpire. It wasn't me.
And what was the umpire doing? He was already walking in.
So he heard it.
he went up with the Vics.
Yeah. They were 9 down. All right, your turn's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be the worst umpire when a team got 7 wickets down.
Oh, mate.
I'd be English.
There's been times.
What was it, Ian Gould?
There's been times where, as a junior coach at the St Peter's Cricket Club, I was told off for umpiring in the first couple overs because if one of our opening bowlers struck anyone on the pads, I had one of the quickest trigger fingers ever. But there was one day where one of my good mates goes, "Oh, I gotta go take a piss. Can you central for him?" I'm like, yeah. And then someone jokingly goes, "Now no triggering," and I'm like, you'll be right. We've had a big left armer come in, first ball of the innings. He's put it on middle and off. The opening batsman just shouldered arms, and I've gone up with the boys and I've given him out. And the bloke was absolutely furious. Like, "Mate, you've shouldered arms on middle and off. It couldn't be crushing anymore."
Nick,
But-
you might have been playing this game. You're back in junior footy when your dad or like uncle or a friend would umpire the footy game.
Yeah.
Anyway, my brother ran into an open goal and kicked the winning goal against Mooroolbark one morning, and Dad pinged him for 16 steps, not 15. And they lost.
No.
Talk about a learning moment.
How do you reckon that car trip home was?
No.
Jack spat the dummy further than
I'm here to teach you a lesson, Jack.
Anyway, I'll never forget that one.
That's
Speaking of
stiff.
triggering.
Far out. That's
And you can't take a bounce at Mooroolbark Oval too. That is a rice patty cake.
any like sports stories like that. Please comment them in, guys. I'm sure we'll have. There's plenty of stories like that.
Yeah, for reference, Sam and I grew up in the same backyard. I had the great unfortunate tragedy of having to bowl to this guy and never be able to get him out.
Nick bowled still could bowl, but definitely bowled a beautiful leggy back in the day.
Yeah, and you just enjoyed tucking it behind that plant and getting
Right,
an
you
extra
want a
3
funny story?
runs.
Well, let's get into story time.
You would just glance them down every single delivery. Just glance. You know what I'm talking about? You had that one plant in the corner of your backyard.
Back left, I remember
and
it.
you just tuck it in there, and it was easy 3 runs because it took you a couple of
Mum's
runs.
blossom tree. I'd
Yeah.
just hide it right under there.
No wonder you're good off your hips.
We had what are those windows called? Stained steel glass?
Yeah, stained glass steel
Like the
windows.
colourful ones?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, stained glass.
I don't know why they're so
windows,
expensive. They're anyway.
They're
Each
fucking
They
ugly.
particularly were when you were 10 years old.
Yeah.
Each their own. Millsy has lasered this one over our mid-off backyard one day, and we just
It was a
hit
beautiful drive.
a crash straight through our Jean and Lindsay's stained steel glass colourful window. And I don't think any of our parents were home, so we just...
Oh, I was sick.
Do you remember this, Millsy?
Absolutely, it was a beautiful shot too. I my average score in the backyard cricket was 6, because that's all I could get. I was a 6 and out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the other
Face 3
one?
deliveries and then have to just bowl about 120 to Sam. It was
Here's the whiz.
one-sided as it gets. Squares it up.
Oh,
Chol.
Charlie. There's actually a funny instance like that. I was playing cricket out the front of my house with one of my good friends, and he was a lefty, and he's cut it right into our front window, and I've gone, fuck, what am I gonna tell Mum? And I told her, because it was around Christmas time, I was shuffling a at one of the couches, and then I tripped and elbowed the window, and she fully believed it. She's gone, "Oh, how didn't you cut? How didn't you cut your shoulder?" I'm
not
like,
one cut.
clumsy
I'm like,
Will.
"Oh, it was like a slight blow, but you know me, Mum, I'm a bit clumsy." She goes, "Oh, well, as long as you're okay, like that's." I didn't tell her my mate had absolutely fucking laced one.
Yeah, bless mum.
I'm hoping you're bringing up the time, Sam, where your old man was teaching my sister how to hit a cut shot. And we were inside watching like a one-dayer, like huddled around the couch.
She lays it
And we just hear like crash, boom, and this ball has just like fizzed into the lounge room. And we've all sort of creeped over like, who the hell hit that? And we just see my sister just holding this beautiful pose. And your old man being like really annoyed because it was a big window, but also very proud. 'cause
Admiring
he
his
just
coaching.
nailed
Yeah.
the cut shot.
Yeah, you gotta hold the pose for the cameras.
Are you breaking more windows in cricket or in footy, backyard footy?
Oh, cricket.
Cricket.
Cricket
The
for
hard
sure.
incredible is just going straight
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, cricket. Well, our windows were all straight, so I used to have one.
You're
mate-
good straight down the ground too. Will.
Yeah.
Oh.
I used to have one mate who, but he bowls gas. Like today, he bowls probably 120s when he's firing.
He's
but
got petrol.
he used to just smack me around the house. And I remember there was a big, long, straight drive that he put straight through our kitchen window, which is about a 35 metre straight drive.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Which was
that's
beyond
decent
me.
for back in the day.
Oh, it was beyond me. But that's what happens when you play backyard cricket with wooden bats and tennis
Yeah,
balls.
true.
And
Mate,
Tell you what everyone needs to experience one day in life, Millsy, is a UK club training session. So at the club I was playing for, the straight boundary would have been about 40 metres, 45 metres. But they don't use nets in England for club training on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They reel out one net. It's not even a net. And you can imagine boys at training on a Thursday. They start their night with 2 pints, then
Yeah.
go and have their net. And it's just who can hit the furthest bomb. But
Yeah.
40 metres away is housing.
yeah. Then there's that poor neighbour. Like,
stop bloody hitting it down my way.
Anyway, our English captain just said, "You chose to buy there." Bang.
Killers commented, "My brother and I sent thousands of tennis balls and footballs over this old lady's fence as kids. When she passed away, her family gave them all back.
Oh, that's a little
know.
parting gift.
Good they got their balls back."
That is a very that's like a real memory like unlocked there
yeah.
when
Yeah.
when the footy goes over the fence and you kind of knew which fences had like the like attack dog.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a couple at your
Sandlot.
house too where like I can't remember which one it was. There's one directly behind the wickets.
Yes.
And if you jump that fence, you've got to have the quickest feet in the
Yeah.
southeast of Melbourne.
The
to get
adrenaline
back.
jumping over that fence.
It's that moment where like you land
And
and,
the-
you assess where's the footy and where's the attack dog coming
And
for.
you just hear,
Got to get back over quick.
Oh, I've got a good story about one of those.
Yeah, go on.
It was at our local club, and once you kick a goal down the north end, there's a small hill, and then there's the housing behind it. This bloke kicked it from the goal square, kicked it into the back of the housing, and someone goes, "Oi, Will, you have to go get it." I'm like, "Why me? I'm not the one out there
Yeah, what-
kicking the ball. That's Longy for
Long
two."
kicked his two, stat check.
I did hear a whistle.
Score review.
Okay.
Oh,
Pretty long
they're
kick
just
to goal.
double-checking.
That's a goal.
While they're checking the score review, I'll
Yeah,
run through
continue
this
continue
real
on.
quick.
Yeah,
So
kick on.
you
So
come
after
into the
five
fence.
5 minutes of back and forth saying, "Nah, fuck you, I'm not doing this," one of my mates said, "Look, I'll boost you over, and then I'll sit on the fence and I'll get you back up." So I went, got the footy, and there was a Rottweiler in the backyard. I'm thinking, fuck, really hope this dog doesn't bite my head off. The Rottweiler was fine, just barked at me from afar, and then ran inside. And I've thrown the footy back, and then my mate sitting on top of the fence has just gone white as a ghost. And I'm like, fuck, what's he on about? I turn around, this woman has got a tea towel, like ready to whip me.
Like a wedding, like you're going to a wedding.
She's like ready to whip me, and she goes, "Get back here, you little fuckwit!" Thinking I'm like about to break into her backyard. I would love to get the speed gun on her.
How quick you got over that fence.
I have never moved quicker in my life, but thank God we got the footy. That's all I can say. The senior boys didn't know I had to fucking...
What did just
Yeah.
happened?
I had to fight off a Rottweiler and a tea towel, but...
That's brilliant.
I really hope kids are jumping fences.
The Roddy was no issue at all.
The Roddy was no issue. He
Yeah.
barked at me a few times and gave me a little growl, but it was the woman who lived in that
Roddy's
house.
mum, on the other hand.
Yeah, Roddy's mum. She wasn't happy.
Touch. Oh, fuck.
Ah, for fuck's... It's
I
not...
ticked it.
Oh,
You're going to have to untick it.
Boo.
That's sad.
We're still looking good.
Yeah, still on. Where are we?
Oh,
So, guys, you can get the box set of those stories
to go.
on the club.
Oh, does it go?
The umpire
Oh.
called goal, yeah.
Yeah, beauty.
Oh, ticket.
Take it
wait,
again,
to get
Beach.
back.
Gee
Bring it
whiz,
back.
that's a roller coaster of emotions for us.
That is a wild watermelon T-shirt.
Big Palestine guy.
So should we
Yeah,
get
Killer is right. The goal umpire does have the tightest of pants. It's
Type pant.
tight pant. Do you reckon they're breathable?
Why are they wearing it's almost like a suit pant?
bring back the lab coats that they had in the 90s?
Agreed.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm with
they
you
were-
there, Flan.
They were the best.
Talk about the funny ways of giving out. Do you remember when the old school goal umpires used to do the real high goal? When they go like that one?
Yeah. Oh, now they've got this
Give
full.
it 6.
I remember that one.
Is Andrew
Some of you watch
I
the
thought he
classic
was asleep.
70s games and stuff. They'd just be like, yep, that one, and
Yeah.
they'd already
Andrew
got
doing
the
the
flags.
Now they've got this full
Like a
choreographed.
dance.
This full choreographed thing that they've got now, but back in the day,
Oh,
they
rally.
just put their hands
Oh,
up.
a trip?
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell you what,
Oh,
I
yeah,
added
like
they
the
would
old
do
school,
extra legs
even
to
the
this
like,
one.
there's that's just
With a
one.
couch idea.
Wouldn't care about where the
Cash
broadcaster
35
camera
on
was
Correct.
pointed. They just
10.
oh over there, goal.
Wow.
So we need
I haven't
Right.
seen Calcidia.
we need
More of
sis and
More of that,
Nobes
yes.
to get up.
Just go a little bit.
Calcidia, yeah, where is he? I've just put him in my super coach.
Who are you playing this week on Supercoach?
I'll find that out now.
Who are you playing, Nick? Well, Flannis has a look at his
Who?
picture.
I've got Swale, and I think he's got a couple out. So I'm
Who
hoping
got
to
away
strike.
Scott's free with the forfeit last week? Was that Paddo? Because there was no spin of the wheel.
I've
Yeah,
got
Pato
Arch-
had to wear the mustacher. Okay.
Ah, it was Ben.
By the way, we
It
got
was
Josh in the
Benny,
background
wasn't it?
here, who is
Yeah, it was-
leading our Supercoach.
was Benny
Real
Raymond.
hard,
Yeah, the commissioner.
hard match.
It's a goal.
Josh the
It's a
commish.
big goal.
Funny story about him as well. When I played cricket against Sam Closey,
Yeah?
we used to play under 13s games where it'd be 2 days, so you'd play over 2 weekends.
Yep.
And you'd bat and bowl over both weekends. So we played that team. We played St Joseph's, and then he was bowling against me. Was carting him around, retired, went back next week. They had a brand new ball. Now, the rule speaks is you're only supposed to use the same ball from last week. And
Yeah, that checks out.
I faced up second ball with the new ball because he bowled off the pitch the first one. Then the second one swung around my legs and bowled me leg stump. I'm like, well, hang on. Why are we using new balls?
I'm
This
sure it
is-
didn't sound like. I reckon it
this
sounded. Wait a second. I'm the rule 23.
Excuse me. The rules, the rules and regulations speak. So
I got this lady at the back fence. She has a mean tea towel whip. I'm going to bring her
Yeah.
out.
So did you have to trudge off?
I had to trudge off, and I said to my coach, I'm like, why have they got a new ball? He's like, I don't know, mate.
This is turning into a
Another one.
Oh!
Oh,
Turning into
Barras
a bar.
likes it.
Flanders?
Ah.
Ainsworth?
Tight pants gives
I
it
think
a
it
go.
was Flanders Beach.
Yeah, it was Phalange. Sam Phalange.
They're on.
I'm telling you. Oh, hang on. Got another call coming in. So is that you want to? Oh, you want a condo on Gold Coast Suns Island? Yeah, no problem. All right, we can do that. Good as sold.
Lock it in.
It's happening.
There's lots of real estate on
Buy
Gold
up
Coast
now.
Hawks had a percentage of 128 heading into tonight. Is this potentially the night that derails Hawkball?
Well, did the Port Adelaide derailed Hawkball for a little bit the other week, didn't
Did. And they bounced back a little bit, but
they? Against Richmond.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Bounce back against Richmond.
I was at that game.
See,
Oh,
See you,
Josh.
Josh.
See,
I hope I've got Flanders in my team this week.
Me?
No, me.
You got Flanners in your team?
Flanners, what's your prediction tomorrow night?
Oh, Schwannies by 10 goals.
What's your realistic version? Like, what does Flanners GBT
Yeah,
say?
Joel Marty comes back in, kicks 6. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, last year when we played the Blues up there, Chad, Rowie and Haynes combined for 71 and 8. So,
But that was last year.
yeah.
Chad, Rowie, and Haynes.
Yeah.
The boys. Flanners boys.
Stiff.
Love Chad, Rowie and Haynes. But
So
yeah,
you've won
they
as many
dominated
games
last
as
year.
Richmond, is that right?
Um,
Is that on the spreadsheet?
Look,
check, Nick.
let's not worry about that. Let's just worry about where we're at the end of the year. I reckon big couple of months coming up for the Schwannies.
Oh, that's stayed in.
But no,
Currently 14th. with 3
Yeah.
wins.
and missing a lot of experience. I mean, if you took that much experience out of any team, it's difficult to. It's such an even competition. I
Yeah,
mean,
but isn't that like kind of it is what it is, right? You're given the hand you're
Errol
dealt.
Goulden's your best two-way runner. Tom Papley's your best dynamic small forward. Lewis Melican has been ruled out. He's your best big key back. Robbie Fox, Harry Cunningham, very important players. Robbie Fox probably our best player in the grand final last year. Yeah,
I didn't notice any Sydney players at the grand
Oh,
last year.
get
Luke
out.
Harker in the last quarter kicked a few goals, but
like McDonald, Callum Mills, the captain, Taylor Adams. There's a lot of senior players that aren't there at the moment. So can't wait for those blokes to come back. But right now, boys, putting in pretty good effort. We should have won last week, gave away 750s. Better team all day, but didn't get the result because we coughed up 750-metre penalties at the start.
To be fair, Flanders,
Against Port Adelaide, similar story. Kicked ourselves out of the game with bad kicking for goal, but probably should have won. Better team on throughout the 4 quarters. But yeah, some frustrating games so far this year.
oh
But
no, you don't sound frustrated at all. as a Sydney supporter though, you've had a pretty good run. Like any danger of giving some minnows a bit of a chance, it's okay. Like
No.
just feel like a
no.
regular football supporter.
No, Swanee's got to stay up. It's really important for.
It is
footy in
important
New
to the
South-
Sydney
footy in
economy.
New South Wales. That we
I'm
have
sure the
a
GW
strong Swannies.
I'm sure the Giants are holding up the footy in New South Wales for that battle. But it's good to see the Swannies doing all right as well.
Swannies fine.
I'm hoping the Swannies can pip Carlton.
Oh, that was not a hand pass. I
that was
don't know what
a
it was.
tunnel ball
It was.
from our own. At least it's a stat.
Killer. You're talking like you actually played in the game, Flanners.
Yeah.
I was there.
Killer's also just hearing excuses. Very good Killer.
What time did you leave, Flanners?
Which game are you talking about?
Grand final.
I sat there right until the very end.
You're a good supporter, Flanners.
Yeah.
What time do you leave, Sam?
Oh, when the Percy shot.
Mentally, Harps had left by half time. He was off.
Were
to
you
the-
pointing out your gold letters to people?
It was
in
off to the
Percy
Trumbull.
Deans? We're like, it's me.
That's me there.
Gold letters.
Certainly wasn't doing that, Nick. That was one of the.
Oh no, one of you's got to go.
Mabio.
That was bad by Mac.
They're out here, aren't they?
Yeah.
They need one.
Get it to Couch.
Wizard. Keep saying. No. Oh, he's on the ball.
Oh.
Johnny.
Jeez.
Stat.
The Wiz is a bit stiff there. He's used all his magic to try and keep the ball in, and then now Rioli's just got 4 blokes chasing him.
Kicks to 2-on-1.
Here's Nick's.
Weddle's
Weddle.
also wearing the
Alpha
TN,
dog.
the TN footy boots.
Yeah. See, that's what an alpha does, right?
Yeah.
1.5 quarters.
Wizard.
Where's
Here he is.
the Wizzy?
We're going to have 2 stat checks, Speed. Get ready to tick.
Before half time.
That's the goals.
That's Maxwell on the boundary-esque.
Huge.
Yeah, did have a bit of Maxi about it.
Mark. Is he going? He's going the left foot snap.
You don't ever catch him behind your head like that. It's always in front of the eyes, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is, Bilba. I don't quite have the vertical leap either. Get in there.
Yes!
Ticket, Bede.
It's already ticked. It was a free tick.
Come on! Is this
we-
gonna be?
We are home.
If we get this, are we the first one for the year?
This is
Yeah,
the,
first
mate,
in
this
history.
Is the first in Clubby TV history.
There was one night where we got really close and And we're really cheering at home for you. But we didn't get
We've
it.
had about we had 3 or 4 last year where we went on a run where we needed one touch from
It was Brody Grundy.
yeah.
Which yeah. For 15 or 20?
We had him for 15 and he had 14.
Yeah.
So Rowley needs 14 more, and Noble needs 8 more.
So Noble is home.
Rail's only had
Noble's
6
on
touches.
17, and we're only halfway through.
Is
the second
Rail tagging Warple?
Hey, you're saying Rail's only had 6 touches?
quarter. No, Rail's. Where'd Rail for 25? Did
We have
we?
Rail
Oh,
for
Rail
20.
for 20. Oh,
We
Rowley
would
only
say.
needs 9 more then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
okay.
say.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez, you can't say that. You can't.
See,
you never know
it's
what
the
happened.
high
There he is,
footy
bang.
IQ
There's Rowley,
given,
bang.
mate.
Get it again, Rowley. Surely we've got to earn some kind
Here's
of.
We all know these AFL players, they don't watch any football games. They don't know how to do a stat check. It's
Oh.
us sickos
That's not
who
good.
watch a lot of football. Yeah, it's not good. Well, what I think you just said, ouch, that hurts.
Yeah. It's
To those translating.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and then lands on it.
Oh dear.
That's centre wicket, isn't it, Sam? It's still pretty firm.
Let's look at Tayo.
Oh, that hip is not feeling good.
Where's the springs in the cheek there, Nick?
Yeah.
Oh, that's ball.
Yeah, no, it needs Watto's
Yeah, it
springs.
needs one of those springs in the cheek.
So, Bailey McDonald's their sub. So, what's going to happen here?
Where is Lloyd
Bailey.
rested?
Bailey, put on your shin
Yeah.
pad. You're going in the ruck.
Yeah.
Who would they say?
Bring your shinny, Baz.
Who will they put in the ruck? Barras?
Chol.
Joel. Yeah, fair.
Or,
That's a throw.
is that ball?
Oh,
It's gotta be gone,
You had a
hasn't it?
crack.
Yeah, advantage.
Oh,
It's hospital ball.
that
Little
is
shrug.
hospital flan.
Oh. Mate, how is the attack of Gold Coast? Who
Tell you
hungry?
what, Wizard looks dangerous.
Oh, Wiz!
Should have him for 3.
No, he's going to square it up
Oh,
to the pocket.
To the
Selfish.
big bad bully.
Is that Weddle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And he's borrowed my TNs. He said, Will, because you're not wearing them at the moment, can I borrow your TN footy boots? I said, bloody oath, Wedsy.
What sort of weather is it in Darwin at the moment?
Got it.
It's a minimum of 23 and a high of 34 it had at the start of the game.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're heading right into their dry season, aren't they?
Mm.
Do you
McAndrew got the torp there?
No, cheeky drop. Is that Rojas?
Yeah,
Roses?
Roses. Or Rojas, if it...
Yeah.
We can run with Rojas for the rest of the night.
Rojas.
Yeah.
Like out of Ted Lasso,
Yeah, Rojas.
Danny Rojas.
Yes. Oh, we're up to.
He's really happy.
He's very happy.
I added.
There's a tricky
I
two
added,
legs in there.
I added an extra 2 legs.
Oh, and how are they looking?
Well,
Here.
Kalsha's not.
I replaced.
Where's Kalsha?
I replaced Matt Rowell with James Sicily for 20,
Ooh. Hate to see that.
and
Who went against us?
and I have Kalsha for a goal.
Sicily's only had 9.
Kalsha, do you have to touch it?
Kalsha, yeah,
That's
0.
too grim. Here we go. Alpha. Let's see how many get around him here. Because he's the alpha dog. See?
Yeah.
Told ya. That's an alpha dog. Everyone gets around him.
It's a huge response too.
No,
Good goal is what it
Take.
is.
Look,
It's a great
they're all
goal.
coming for him.
Yeah.
Top
Alpha.
dog.
Yeah.
What's biggest alpha in the AFL right
Biggest
now?
alpha.
Oh.
Any team,
Brandon Maynard.
Well, I think like
including commentators.
Brandon Maynard.
BT's such an alpha, isn't he?
He's
Oh,
is he
Jason
king?
Dunstall. Alpha.
Yeah.
Actually,
Chiefs big.
I'm with
big
you on
alpha.
the BT. I've never seen a man rock a t-shirt, bootcut jeans, and Haviana.
JB?
And Haviana's like BT.
Does BT
is.
instill fear in others?
Or
No, because I think
not
he's
really
like,
anymore.
Oh boy.
if there's someone that's challenging him,
Oh boy.
he
Who
might,
could
he
challenge
might,
him?
He might growl.
Who
Ah.
in the AFL
most-
cinematic
Lingy.
universe could challenge him?
Matt Hill. Matt Hill challenges him. I remember like
To an alpha
Richard.
contest.
year or two years ago, when they were having Matt Hill like call some of those games on the random Sunday slot,
Yeah.
and they then paired him up with BT, and it was like it felt like a, if you want a good ball by ball, just keep up with Matt Hill, and it was like a random North Melbourne game down at Hobart, and it was called by BT and Matt Hill, and it was superb because they were really going at it.
But I don't see how Matt Hill out alphas BT.
Oh no, the only
It's like
way,
Batman and Robin.
the only way I see that happening though is because BT really likes his craft, and here comes someone who's better at his craft. So he challenges him in
It'd
something
be
he
silly
wants
if
to be
that's
good
not
at.
Deliberate.
What's your top 3 commentators? AFL commentators?
Ever?
It sounds like BT's number 1.
Couch,
No,
you
no,
gotta
I think
get
Hill.
down there.
Hill, yeah.
Hill, and then 2, Brian.
No.
Nico. Hutto.
Waitley.
I'm Jared Waitley.
Who are yours, Beatty? Have you got any?
That's
I,
a
I love
Sunday ticket.
Alistair Nicholson.
Yeah,
Former hander. I
yes.
fucking love him.
Al's been great.
Well, thanks.
Al's great. Hutto's
Oh,
great.
jeez. That was a massive leap from Charles.
There's some bloody air traffic control at TIO because there are some boys flying around the park tonight.
I feel like the West Coast team is low key pretty sick. We don't get much of the meaning the West Coast commentary team.
Oh.
Like when they hand over to a team in when they hand over to Perth and you got like Kath Lachlan on the side, you got Papalia,
Pav.
like
Papalia's
Pav doing special comment. Like it's a pretty stacked lineup.
Now, I don't want this clipped up because I don't want to get in trouble, but
Are you about to talk about Adelaide's lineup?
no. I'm about to talk about Will Schofield.
Yep.
Too biased. Too West Coast biased. And it really irks me.
It bugs. It's your ick.
It doesn't butter my bread. But I hope all the best for him in the Carlton draft
Jeez.
when he does it. Thanks to Carlton Draft and Carlton Dry.
He gets quite emotional.
He does get quite
Good leap,
emotional.
that.
Yeah. And he goes into bat for them.
Yeah, and how can you possibly go into bat for that club?
True.
Say one nice thing, Flannagan, about West Coast.
They were a great opponent in the 2005 grand final.
I've got a good thing to say about them. Thank God they dropped that Imagining Dragons song
Oh,
of their theme
Oh,
song.
yeah.
that's tough.
They had
Where the Eagles,
mate.
the West Coast Eagles.
Nah.
Fucking stick it in.
Yeah, get rid of that.
Stick
Stick
it up,
that
yo.
one, Wilbur.
That can go back where Subiaco Oval is, mate. That's fucking dead.
Their old song, why'd they ever change it? Their old song's one of the greatest
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who does it
sports
now?
anthems.
Birds of.
That's
Well, they changed
Oh,
the
Imagine
Birds of
Dragons or
Tokyo
was it
one.
Birds of Tokyo?
It was
Yeah, it was
Birds
the
of-
Birds
Have
of
I just
Tokyo.
thrown Imagine Dragons under the
You
bus?
just slayed the
I
dragon.
think it was Birds of Tokyo.
Slayed the
What's
dragon.
Sorry.
I think it's
Birds of Tokyo.
Still is Birds of Tokyo, isn't it?
No,
No,
they
they got
changed
rid
it
of
back
it.
a couple months ago. They
Oh,
changed
okay,
back
so
to the old one.
They had a vote with
Yeah.
their members. They're like,
Yeah,
what's
it was unanimous.
They're like, what's your favourite version? And everyone said, yeah, the old one.
The original.
The
Killer's
original.
named a couple of great commentators. He said Drew Morfitt and Sandy Roberts. I agree with those. They were great.
Sandy Roberts was great. I don't think I've listened to Drew Morfitt before.
Dennis Cometti's got to be GOAT.
Dennis
Yeah,
Committee's
but we're,
right
we're,
up
we're like
there.
going back
And
into
Bruce.
the playbook. Like,
Bruce.
if we're going down that direction, it's that Channel 10 commentary lineup.
I mean,
It's pretty goated.
Dwayne Russell itches
Just
a
Mal-
scratch that,
Dwayne.
yeah.
Malcolm Blight used to have a go at the umpires a lot, which I found kind of funny.
I grew up on
Enjoyed that plan, yeah.
yeah.
I grew up on Dwayne Russell like Sunday 1 o'clock slot or the 3:20
Yeah,
slot.
what about the 3 p.m. game that was delayed on TV?
Yeah.
And if you check Safari or whatever we checked back
Yeah.
in the day, you
Yeah.
get a live score, but you actually watch it delayed.
Yeah, there was, and you know when you were there was also when it was delayed on free to air but live on Fox Sports.
Yeah.
And you like walk past a pub and you get a glance of like the Fox Sports score and you're like, oh damn it! I was like,
Tell you what, I was a
ruined it.
huge fan of back in the day, Nick. When you were either live at a game or like watching now.
Oh,
It'd just be
Wizard.
27 minutes.
Wizard!
Yes,
They took 3.
Keep it a minute.
that does keep him
Gee whiz.
in noodle
Good.
time, by the way.
Yes, I used to love
Yeah,
being at
in
the G, and the
noodle time.
security would come and circle the ground, and you're like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
there's 3 or 4 minutes.
nervous.
Yeah.
Whereas now we
It's
just
in
our good
Geelong.
friends Kale, we just check Kale, and it's
Yeah.
like 2 minutes left.
Yeah, and
In
the
Geelong,
security don't
it's,
even circle anymore.
In Geelong, it's 7 minutes. The security guards come out. I don't know why, but they come
extra
out.
security.
Well, they
They
do
come
need
out
it
at
down in
Ge-
Geelong.
Yeah, they come out of GMHBA at
That's beautiful. God's
7
country down the
minutes.
Cattery.
Beautiful down that.
Down at
down
13th
that
Beach the other
highway.
day. Oh, beautiful.
Great set of par threes.
I did see your story of you at 13th Beach.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Did you play the beach?
I played the
course?
beach.
Yes, I didn't get to play the beach.
It was a 2-club wind.
I played the other one, the
Creek.
creek. Lots of balls lost that day. I had Isaac Smith laughing at me after every tee shot.
Tony
Yeah.
Cashmore design.
It was funny as because Checkers and I, for the first shots of the day, we had professional golfer Andrew Campbell. He went first, smokes it straight down the middle. Isaac Smith smokes it straight down the middle. Checkers and I, it was the most carbon copy shots you've ever seen. Big hook out right, lands on the top of the tree. Oh my god,
They're
The
back.
Hawks.
they're back.
Hawkball.
They are back.
Sorry to interrupt your story there about how bad you are at golf. but
No, please. Anything to hear the dreaded day.
no, it must suck. Like when there's a couple of good tee balls that go down and it's
Yeah, and you're
pressure's
third and
on.
fourth to hit off.
Nobles
we
hit,
had
Nobles hit 20.
Nobles
We
already
had
hit 20.
Yeah.
Brad Close, Jack Bowes, Isaac Smith, and they're professional all watching us, and they've just watched us go off the team. They've gone, fuck.
It's like when the people in front of you tee off like that and you're like, oh, we're in for a
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
We actually had to let
Cancel.
them.
Any danger of letting us through here?
Yeah, we actually had to let them go through, not because we were so shit, but they had school visit. Oh, that's
Was that you last night at training, Nick?
yeah.
Yeah, selling it to just a Will on one leg. Yeah.
You were selling it to Flannagan, so it doesn't count.
The
Culture!
Oh, it's still going.
We just need.
Wilbur, that would have
That
would that have been the perfect
that
half?
would have bumped up the numbers beautifully,
It would have been a good game of footy.
and a few $100 in my pocket.
Hawthorn have found something in noodle time.
Gamble responsibly, Will.
So Nobles on 20 at half time,
For a step.
nearly.
Nice. Nick, just to round out the 2 minutes, find some Wilbur you can contribute. I'm just going to give you a couple of yes-nos.
Mhm. Fire.
De Koning at Carlton next year.
No.
Nah.
Harley Reid at West Coast in 3 years.
No.
Nah.
If Naz goes to Adelaide, Harley Reid to St Kilda.
Jeez.
Interesting.
If the Bont leaves the Doggies, potentially Harley Reid to the Kennel.
Mm.
Could you see that happening, Bede?
I heard he's going to Sydney.
Oh, mate.
Jamara playing for the
fucking
Swannies.
everyone's going
Jamara-
to Sydney.
I have
Yes
heard,
or no?
I'm going to say yes.
I heard the top 20 blokes on the list, on every AFL list, want to go to Sydney.
It is quite appealing. I don't blame him living in
Oh,
East.
it's a great
cost-
spot up there.
Cost of living crisis and
Not for them, not
everything
when they're
shuts
getting-
at one.
You ever
no,
spent any time
Cola.
you spent any time in Clovelly
Ginnivan,
or Bronte or
Oh, Guinea!
Guinea?
Wow.
Hawks are back.
They are back.
I will
14
admit,
points down.
my Sydney tour guide, Hammy Goodman, a good friend of yours, Flanners, he took me to a
Great man, Ham.
great banh mi joint near
South Darling
South Darling
Singers.
Singers.
Yeah, South Darling.
Because that
Singers.
was shut.
Yeah.
We went to the banh mi joint across
Yep.
the road. Beautiful inside.
I can find you a few good bars too in Sydney that might make you change your mind on that area.
Are they open past 1?
Or there's some late night, no hole in the wall stuff.
Oh, hold the wall.
Yeah.
Bit
Did
of
a few back in the day.
A
In the,
Richie Didge. Lock the doors and hide the keys. Jeez, the Hawks
Good
are
goal.
well
Yeah,
and
they come
truly
back here.
Yeah, never.
What
leave.
about their beat? 44-58. We've got a ball game.
Yep. They've done really well in noodle time. I'm looking forward to. Beatty, you got a quiz for us coming?
Oh, boys, I'm very excited. Peppering away, doing the finishing touches on the quiz. And there's
Harps, any more quick fire?
Well, Matt Rao at the Suns in 2 years.
Stays.
Ooh, yeah, I reckon he stays. Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fires, no cast.
Nah.
Luke Jackson at the Dockers next year.
I don't even
No.
know. I don't even think Luke Jackson knows where he's playing next
No.
year.
Jeez, did you see the clip of
Yeah.
Him and
Journo
Longmuir?
asking him
Yeah.
all the questions while he's walking into the club with the coach? So the Journo was asking Jackson, "Oh, are you wanting to stay at Freo? Like, is Freo the home for you? Is like this your club?" And Jacko's just going, yeah. Because Longmire's just standing right next to him. Or Longmuir. Or he's just walking alongside him into the club. Like, you can't fucking throw him under the bus
Yeah,
like
it's a bit
that.
grim.
If there's any coach that you can do it in front of, it's Longmuir.
Yeah, he's not going to say anything.
Well, you could probably say it in front of Bevo. I'm sure there's a few Bulldogs players that have done it. A la Bailey Smith.
It's just you'll have to face the fact you'll play in the twos for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I like Caleb
Jack
Daniel,
McRae.
Jack McRae.
Jim McRae's he's had a great year.
Jack
been
McRae's
fantastic.
just everywhere for the Saints.
Good
How have
kick of
you
the footy
found him
too.
as a Saints fan?
You know what? Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's refreshing just to see just a dude hit targets down
My
the middle.
my housemate Bailey's a Saints man as well. He
I feel sorry for him.
he loves the addition of Jack McRae.
Yeah.
Yeah, very big on him.
Like I get it. Like doggies are just stacked in the midfield, right? So.
Alrighty, half.
Woohoo!
Half time, Gold Coast
Good half there.
58.
Gee, the Hawks have come back.
Hawks 44.
14
Tell
points.
you what, I've looked at the palms of my hands and we've got a game in our hands, boys.
I'm sweating.
Yeah. There's a lot of precipitation on my hands as well, but
Still a good time to get some Gold Coast real
Speaking
estate.
of
too.
sweating, Dimmer's sweating.
Dimmer's sweating a lot. Those
His iPhone's slippery.
those New Balance oh, look at
Jeez,
Mitch Cleary
just
in the
Get out of
the
shot.
green linen. He's a good man. All right, Bedos has got a little game for us to be playing.
Alright, fellas, it's time for Bede's halftime quiz extravaganza.
Have you got a sting?
So,
Could we
no,
sting
I
it?
don't have a sting, but I need you guys to think of an alarm or something because it's going to be like I'll ask the question and then whoever dings first.
Oh yeah. Is that good? Is that good?
Sound? So the ding.
Oh yeah.
Ding.
Oh boy.
Who is he?
20s.
Alright, so we've all got our ding in mind. This is a 10-part quiz. Whoever wins doesn't have to do 20 push-ups.
20 push. I'm just fucking been to the gym. I'm not doing 2.
And done chest.
Yeah, I'm fucking sore.
You can do squats.
Yeah, I'll do crunches.
Okay, alright. Question 1. Which current NBA player has made the playoffs in every single year of his career with an average of 28 points, 5 rebounds?
Oh yeah.
Ding.
LeBron.
Wilbur. LeBron has not made the playoffs. I'm pretty sure they didn't make the playoffs in his first Lakers. I was wrong. I think Sammy, you were second.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go LeBron?
I was going to go LeBron. Hang on. Jokic?
No.
Oh boy.
Made the playoffs in every single year.
Yeah, so he's made the
think that's-
playoffs in every single year of his career
That's fine as
with a playoff average of 28 points, 5 rebounds, and
This
4.
isn't
Oh boy.
This isn't fucking fun.
Yes, please, Flanners.
Jay Tatum.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Wrong.
Okay.
All right, you got a shot at it, or else no one gets the
All right,
question.
one ding. One last
Yep.
throw at it. Is it Tyrese Halliburton?
No. Close,
Oh,
kind
yeah?
of. The answer was
Anthony Edwards.
Spider Mitchell.
Fuck.
Donovan Mitchell has never missed the playoffs.
Whoa.
He left Utah the year before they started tanking.
Wow.
Went to Cleveland, and he's been a very underrated player, wouldn't you say, Millsy?
Yeah. Currently injured, right?
Yeah. Mitchell, I don't know if he's injured.
Under
I think
an
that
injury
sort of cost
cloud,
him
maybe.
that sort of cost the Pacers series.
Okay, question 2. No one gets that question. Question 2. Name a former league commissioner for each of the following major sport codes.
Ding.
Oh boy.
I don't fucking know the MLB.
So one of each.
Yes. So
Oh, far
you
out.
dinged before I got to finish the question, Millsy. But I am looking for a commissioner, past or present, AFL, NFL, NBA, and MLB.
Well, I'm only getting one of these.
Oh boy.
I've only
Okay,
got
Flanners.
2.
AFL, Gil McLaughlin.
Okay.
NRL. You say NRL?
NFL,
No, I
mate.
didn't say
Can't
NFL.
read.
NFL.
NFL, MLB, so all the major American ones.
Well, no one's
Adam
going to win a
Silver
point.
for-
And you can't let me. I'm just going to incorporate a rule. We can phone a friend via chat.
Okay.
So you get one of those. You get one of those.
Someone fucking put in the chat the MLB one and the NFL one.
Okay, Flanders,
everyone's just
go.
Googling
You
at
got
this
Gil.
point.
Gil,
So looking for NFL. You've
Adam
got 10
Silver for
seconds.
NBA.
Okay.
Yep.
That's not former, that's current.
Does that have to be former?
No, it can be both.
Okay.
Well, what's the name of former?
Sorry.
Fuck, this is... We need some fucking rules around this.
That's
My apologies,
That's
Wilbur.
that's where my answer finishes.
Okay, Flanders doesn't get the points.
John Smith, what's the NFL or MLB commissioner's name? I can give you...
MLB's tough.
I'm disappointed in you, Millsy.
I can give you...
Well,
the
MLB has me stumped.
I can give you 2 out
If
of
you
the 4.
gave me NRL and Cricket Australia, I would have got that.
Can you give me?
Yeah.
Can you give me half a point if I give you the AFL and the NBA one? And it's different answers to Flanders.
No, sorry, mate. I'm looking for all 4.
Fuck's sake, this is shit house.
It looks like this one stumped you as well.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Stumped
Yeah.
ya.
Who's the MLB like?
Rob Mansford.
No.
He's
I-
the only one that I can think of.
Couldn't even tell you. Who
Okay, no one's on
he
any
is.
points. Question 3. Name a male and female Spanish Grand Slam tennis champion.
Oh boy.
Who card? Semi.
Rafa.
Rafa for the men.
Oh, I've got a name too. Yep.
Go on, Sammy.
Oh, what's that name?
Do one for the boys back home.
I just jumped in with the mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got 10 seconds from now.
Well, can I find a friend?
Our chat's not doing very well.
Killer. I need something in the next 3
Okay,
seconds.
Sammy's gone.
Ding.
Sammy's gone. Opening it up.
Ding.
Yep.
So you got Rafael Nadal
Yeah.
and Navarro.
First name?
Yeah, good one, Bede. Great commissioner. Can't just have Navarro. Let's me saying like, Navarro.
If Navarro's correct.
If Emma Navarro, if that's who you're referring to, she's an American.
No.
tennis player.
Are
Are
she
you
was
referring
like
to Juan Carlos.
she
Navarro?
won in like
That's a man.
the like the early, like 2009 2010 like maybe it wasn't Navarro.
Flanders.
She
Wilbur.
won like 2
Can
Australian
I
Opens.
can I phone a friend?
Yes, you can phone a friend in the chat.
Not phone
Or
the
you can
lap-
actually phone a friend.
Don't
Oh,
phone the
actually phone a
laptop,
friend?
Bede.
Carlos Alcaraz
It was like
and Dora the
Suarez. It was like
Explorer.
Can I
Suarez,
actually-
wasn't it?
Could I actually phone a friend?
Yes, you can. Yeah, phone a
Oh.
friend, but you have to tell.
They're
us
just
who
gonna
you're
fucking
phoning.
Google search. That's shit
Yeah.
out.
No,
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 laptop
no.
and a mobile phone.
No
Yeah.
Google search. I'm calling Elliot Loney, who's a
Oh yes,
He's-
get him to give us
he's
a
a
little.
tennis impressionist.
It-
If you're not familiar,
It's Suarez, isn't it?
better
First
answer.
name?
He played for Barcelona, mate.
No, I think she won.
Come on, AJ.
She won like the Aussie Open twice.
Answer your phone, mate.
Isn't it like Suarez Navarro or something?
I'm good, mate. You're live on Clubby TV at the moment. We are doing a quiz at the moment, and it's a tennis-related question, and you're my phone a friend. So, Bede, sorry, what was the question? There's
So,
Huh?
I'm
Very good
looking
company
for
with Elliot
the
Lane on
name
the phone.
of a male and female Spanish Grand Slam tennis champion.
So we need a male and a female Spanish Grand Slam tennis champion. We've got Rafa as the male, so I need a female Grand Slam tennis champion from Spain.
Oh, Elliot's
Was it
stumped.
Aranches Sanchez Vicario?
Rancher
Did
Sanchez.
she win a slam?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
You just got me
That's
a
a
point
great one.
in the
That's
quiz.
shit house.
That's great.
Turn the phone off.
So
That's
there's
all good, mate. No worries.
Thanks, mate. I'll call you later.
so for the
Easy,
punters.
mate.
Turn the phone off.
Yeah, legend. Thanks, mate.
Turn the phone off.
Thanks.
Turn it off.
Well done.
fucking
well
shit
done,
house.
Flanders. Well done. But that's your
Got
phone
it.
a friend you. So for the punters who didn't hear that, that's Arancha, Arantxa, Sanchez Vicario. Won 4 majors. The other 2 were Conchita Martinez
Oh, yeah,
and
Martinez.
Garbine Muguruza.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
Muguruza.
Fuck, how did I forget that one? Jeez.
All right, surely you'll get this one, Wilbur.
Crucial
Question 4. How many more disposals did Sam Mitchell average above Dimmer Hardwick?
I may as well start fucking doing
Oh,
the
boy.
push-ups now. This is shit house.
Oh, boy.
Yes, Flanders.
Tough quiz.
I can say 12.
Okay, wrong. Whoever's closest gets the point.
I reckon 8.
Okay, Wilbur goes 8.
7.5.
Ding. 6.
Flanners and Wilbur split the points.
Yeah!
10
10.
disposals.
All of a sudden, I like this game.
Dimmer Hardwick averaged 16 disposals in his career. Sam Mitchell averaged 26.
Yeah, Dylan will
So is that
always
half
be
a point
remembered
each?
as a good coach.
Yes, that's half a point each. So Flanners, you're on 2. Will, you're on 1.
Yeah, I'll call that.
And let's move to question 5. Tom Lynch and Ben King
Struggling here, Moses.
have been the leading goal kickers for the Suns 4 times in their career. So they've both led the Suns in goal kicking twice in their career. I'm sorry, not 4 times. I don't know.
Huh?
Sorry, 4 times.
Say that again.
So
Four
4
times
times, but
between
2
them.
each.
Yes. There we are. Have it on the screen. Tom Lynch and Ben King have been the leading goal kickers for the Suns 4 times each in their career. Gary Ablett led the Suns in goal kicking twice. Who was the other Sun to lead the club's goal kicking twice?
Carmichael
Wilbur.
Hunt.
Levi Casbolt?
Wrong.
Fuck! This sucks. I hate this game.
I've stumped you again, lads. So I'm looking for...
Oh, boy.
Yes. it's fine.
Charlie Dixon.
No.
Ooh,
Great
good try.
He was a
Good
backman
guess.
when he was playing.
Okay.
At,
Millsy Sam, this is a
Gold
great
Coast for a little
opportunity
bit.
for you guys to pick up a point because there are only so many Suns that
That
could have...
played in the forward line.
Phone a friend. Call Dimmer.
Fucking, come on, boys.
Call Cochrane.
Oi! Oh no, I was gonna give you one.
Are we talking like an old son, or is this actually someone quite recent?
As I understand it, he is still on the list.
Wow.
He's still on the
Ding.
list
He's still on the list.
as
Wilbur.
a son.
Yeah.
Duh.
Sammy's phoning a
Hang
friend.
on, everyone pause. Sammy's phoning a friend.
Hey, mate.
Caca. Hey, mate. X.
What's going on?
I'm just currently doing some stuff at Clubby TV. We're doing the live stream for the footy. We're doing a halftime quiz, and we've got one phone a friend.
Phone a friend. Here we go.
All right. You're my man because your footy is off the charts. Tom Lynch and Ben King have been the leading goal kickers for the Suns 4 times each in their career. Gary Ablett also did it twice. Who's the other player to do it for the Suns? It's not Charlie Dixon.
Not Charlie Dixon. Jeez. How long do I have?
You got 30 seconds.
Okay. What year do you reckon we're talking here?
Can I have a guess? Because I got a wild one.
I'll let Sammy finish this one.
I reckon it's not a current player, and this when the Suns coming about.
Not current.
He said it's on the list still.
Day.
It is a current player.
Current
He's
player,
still on
current
the
player
list.
X.
Current player. Jeez. Not Ben Long. Who's been kicking goals?
I'm going to give you
Wasn't
10 seconds from now.
no, it wasn't Swallow. All right, do you reckon like it did a Flanders or like a Humphrey or?
Nah, not Humphrey. Jeez, mate, you might have got me.
Time's up.
I'm gone, X. I'll text you the answer.
Ding.
Yes, Millsy.
Fiorini.
I'm disappointed.
No. Not fair.
Who was it?
Who
Hang
was
on,
it?
X. Who was it, B?
The answer was Alex Sexton.
Alex Sexton.
Fuck's sake.
In 17 and 18 when the Suns
This
stank.
sucks.
Anyway,
Yeah.
all right, I'll leave you to it, X. I'll text
Shit
you.
house.
Okay.
All good.
This is
Yeah.
a tough quiz.
Yeah, you let us down, X. Fuck
Question
me.
6. Where did Guinea play his junior footy?
Ding.
Yes.
At Wangaratta.
No.
No.
By the way, Flanders is on 2 points.
yeah?
Wilbur's on 1 point. Yes, Wilbur.
Castlemaine?
No.
Fuck!
Caca.
Yes.
Is it Echuca?
No.
No, it's somewhere in the Bendigo area.
Is it?
Because a friend of mine went to school with him,
Yeah.
and he kicked
Do you know
100.
the club?
No, it's in the Bendigo area. That's all I know.
Oh, I do have a good phone a friend. Can I phone a second friend?
No, I'm phoning a friend this
Wilbur's
time.
going to... No,
No,
have you
you've
already guessed?
you've
I don't
already
give a
shot
fuck.
your shot.
already guessed.
Everyone's had a fucking
No,
phone a friend.
Flanners is last. Bullet.
Flanders gets a punt.
This is a shit
Oh, boy.
quiz.
At least you've got a point.
B,
I got a
because
point
I'm
on
on 0 points,
technicality.
I'm
No,
phoning my
you're
second
winning.
friend.
Okay, all right.
I thought we had one phone a friend each. This is
But at least
go
tell
on.
us who you have phoning.
crony. Yeah, fair enough.
Pass.
Pass.
Javier, I'm currently doing a live stream for Clubby, and we're allowed to phone a friend. And this guy,
it's a quiz.
where did Jack Ginnivan play his junior footy? Is it from your area?
So he won a reserves premiership with the Strathfield Say Storm.
You hearing this, B?
Yeah.
But he played a couple seasons at Strathfield Say My Club.
Yes.
But he's not from Strath originally.
Yes, that wasn't my official answer.
Yes. Where's his
Ah.
junior footy?
What, do you know his junior footy club?
I think it's somewhere in Castlemaine, so it's either, I don't know if it was.
Didn't he
Castlemaine
kick
or
like
one of the
16
district
goals or
clubs
something
out that way.
ridiculous as a junior?
Well, Wilbur did say Castlemaine, so I'm now going to say the answer and we can deliberate on whether Will should actually get a point for this. The answer, according to Wikipedia, is the Bendigo Pioneers.
That's under
a tack-
18s. I
that's
could
a
have.
tack cup club.
Yeah,
That's
it's
tack
Tack
cup.
Cup.
That's talent leagues.
Yeah, that wasn't his
I think
junior.
because of Craney's
Ah.
level of information, that's the point.
There'll be
Oh.
a news article there
Thanks,
about
Harper.
Guinea because he
Good on you, crony.
You got me a point.
because he kicks like 16
Okay.
goals or something as a junior.
Well, let's find out together, and whoever gets this one. So,
Bet-
we-
Mate, that's
Jack
like
Ginnivan
saying I
Junior
played
Club.
for the fucking Geelong Falcons.
That doesn't count as my phone a friend.
okay, that doesn't get. Okay, so Ginnivan played junior football. Sorry, boys, I really screwed the pooch this one. Golden Square and Strathfield.
Yep.
And
Sorry,
said
done well
Strathfield.
here.
Bendigo. So Strathfield.
I said Strathfield.
You said okay. Sammy gets the point.
Strathfield
Yes,
side.
Crony.
Strathfield
Oh,
side.
I'm sorry, Will Taylor.
My man.
Okay,
alright.
question. All right, cricket question. Question 7. The first batsman to score a double century in a one-day international is what yes?
Rohit Sharma.
Oh boy.
No.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, you were squeezing
Oh
one.
boy.
Square hit, wasn't
No.
it?
Oh boy.
Yes,
Swear it was
Flanners.
Rohit.
Sachin.
Yes.
Yes.
Sachin.
Sachin.
Is the
I
first
got that
batsman
wrong,
to
Will, but
score
I
a
thought it
double
was
century
Rohit.
I thought it was
in a one-day
Rohit as well.
international. All right, so Flanners is on 3.
Buttons.
Wilbur is on 1. Sammy is on
How many
1.
am I on, Beat?
You are on a duck egg,
Oh,
my good friend.
sugar.
But good news for you, there's a golf question coming up.
And you haven't used your phone a friend, Nick.
Oh, Flanners!
Flanners is on our
Watch him
TV
kick it.
currently. Hang on.
The CGI. I didn't
Yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful. Good
I was
celebration.
wondering how you
this
got
was my
that
favorite
much
part. When the,
curve.
when the trophy comes and you're like, oh. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that was good fun though.
Danish.
Beat, I've just had official confirmation.
Ding,
Strathfield?
ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding,
Official confirmation, Strathfield. Okay.
ding, ding,
Good on you,
I haven't
crony.
even read the question.
ding.
He
Okay,
can read
Millsy.
it.
Read the question.
Danish tennis player Caroline Wozniacki was engaged to which professional golfer in 2014?
Well, it's
Yes, Sammy.
Millsy first, is it not?
It's our current Masters champion, Rory McIlroy.
Correct.
I was going to
Wait,
say.
Correct.
did I get him first?
I was going to
No,
say
he
John
was
Daly.
dinging before he even said the question.
All right.
Because he.
Yeah, you're
he
too
put it
busy.
up.
You're too busy, like trying to get phone a friend going.
All right.
Harps
fellas.
was
I
trying to
remember that
find
because Jack and I followed around. Jack and I followed around. Was that in Kingston 8?
No, what might have been the year when you went to the Masters, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
Potentially when Rory's doing the practice round there at Augusta.
Okay, fellas. Question 9. Gilbert Arenas once brought a gun to the Washington Wizards to intimidate which fellow teammate? Yes, Will
It's
Taylor.
Jameer Crotchen or something. Critchen.
It's funny because I know the answer and it's like close, but no.
What the? What the?
Jameer Crouch
This
didn't.
fucking sucks. This fucking sucks.
So now that you guys have the advantage of knowing that that's the answer is close.
I watched
to
the documentary
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah.
This fucking sucks.
Jameer
Jameer
Crouch.
Crouch did.
Fuck, nah, shut
It's
up.
a pretty crazy story.
Shut up,
Mm.
everyone. Nah, this fucking sucks. I hate this.
Mm.
So, Billy, you were close.
Yeah.
It's very close, Billy.
What did you say again?
Nah, not telling now. Stuff is all.
He's gonna look it up and see.
Don't fucking get on your phones, boys.
looking it up.
Anyone in the chat?
Yeah,
We're
can
looking
chat-
for the
can chat,
teammate
get some
that Gilbert
points.
pulled a gun on. Was it a gambling related thing, Wilbur?
Yeah, when they
Yes.
playing like cards on the plane.
Gambling debt.
Yeah.
Gamble responsibly.
And the coach left because he was like, we just got to leave the boys to settle it out.
Well, Gilbert Arenas loved to play jokes on his teammates, and then the other unnamed player, or the bloke who I got his name wrong, he didn't want to back down.
What doco was this, Willie?
Untold Shooting Guards. So the Untold series, and it was called Shooting Guards, which is a play on words because they were both shooting guards, and they had guns.
Okay, fellas. Anyone want to take a
Can
stab?
I use my phone a friend? Even though I've already had my fucking go.
Not unless it's Agent Zero himself.
For fuck's sake. This sucks.
Anyone want to phone a friend?
I just said I want to phone a friend.
Okay.
We have 3 phone a friend.
Watch him not pick up as well. I'm calling my housemate who I watched the documentary with.
It's got good. All right.
Tails.
Barrel, we're live on Clubby TV, and we're doing a quiz at half time.
Okay.
What was the name? So, you know the doco we watched with Gilbert Arenas and the other guy?
I do.
What's the other guy's name?
Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, Gilbert Arenas. And then who's the rookie that pulled a gun on him?
Oh. What's his? He's a bad man. He's not a good guy.
You're naughty.
Yeah.
He's a naughty little boy.
He's very naughty.
He's a guard.
Shooting guard?
Yeah, he's a shooting guard for Washington Wizards.
He's Bailey Absolute
Very good.
Einstein.
Very good.
All right, the game's about to start.
Watching Stephon Marbury.
No.
No, we know the name. It's like it starts with a J and then the last name starts with a C.
Did you say it was
Rowley.
Jameer?
Not Jameer.
Is it like Javar or something?
Yes.
Javar?
Javaris.
Jamara.
Javaris Critchen?
Javaris Crittenton.
Crittenton.
Tell you what,
We're
that's
giving
a
a point
fair,
for
that was a
that.
fair shout.
Are you
from
giving me a
Taylor.
point?
We're giving him a point
No,
for that.
Jameer Crichton, you said.
Oh,
Sorry,
for
Wilbur.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, let me give you a point just to make it interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks,
fellas,
Baz. That's all
final
we needed.
Double or nothing.
That's alright. Thanks, mate. See ya.
Final question.
Thanks, Baz.
Name 3 players who have played for the Hawks and the Suns.
Oh boy.
This question is worth 3
That
points.
was quick from...
The Hawks and the Suns.
Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah,
for 3 players.
Flanners has already gone. Yeah.
Yes, Flanners.
3 Hawks.
Mabior Chol.
Yes.
Scrimshaw.
Yes.
And
Come on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ding.
Millsy.
Jaeger O'Meara.
He only gave one.
yes.
That's shit house. Where's his other two?
What's got the other 2 then?
Yeah, the
Marbia
other
Chol.
two.
Scrimshaw.
He's just.
What was fucking saying in your answer?
Do you have a 4th one,
I
Willy?
would also have
I could-
accepted.
I
Yeah,
could give
anyone
you
want
a-
to go with a 4th
I could give you a 4th, I reckon.
for a point?
I can give you. No, he didn't play for them. I'm thinking of someone else. I was doing my research on this today.
Old school guy?
Campbell Brown.
Yes.
Silly
Yeah.
man.
Campbell Brown,
Yeah,
of
nice.
course.
That was
Well done.
That was the
Oh,
Clubby
well done,
post.
fellas.
Great quiz, Bede.
Well done, fellas.
Who
Thank you
won?
very much for indulging.
And I'm not.
Beatty's brutal quiz.
Yeah,
Flanners,
look
you
at
win.
fucking Flanners'
Yes.
smile.
You win, Flanners, so you don't have to do the push-ups.
Yeah,
Yes.
try forcing me to do push-up beta.
Wiz. The Wiz for 4.
Oh, Wiz.
Wiz is playing a game, yeah.
He's keeping a minute.
It's a great quiz, Bede.
Thanks, mate.
It was one to really tick the mind.
And we
over.
also have a who's that player to look forward to. At
Oh
3:45.
yes, I'm excited.
Who's that player?
You've been on a heater.
Yeah, should we try and say it at the same time? Like give him a bit of a sting?
Yeah.
Like
I like.
Yeah, I
the
like
sound of
that.
mate. The next one's going to be hard.
Du-du-du. Who's
So
that
Doco has
player?
put in the chat, Javarius Crittenton. Yeah, fuck. I wasn't paying that much attention to the name of when it was in the Doco. It's more just the fact that he pulled a gun on Gilbert Arenas.
It's not great.
Have you boys
pulled a
watched
gun on
those-
someone? No, I haven't.
No, unless it's a Nerf gun on your sister, which I've done multiple times. But have you guys watched any of the Untold
I watched
documentaries?
one. Well, I'm trying to remember which one it was.
My favourite one, there's a couple. Malice in the Palace.
Yep.
The-
Meta World Peace.
Yeah, I think it might have been the
Australia.
Hansi Cronje one,
Yes,
the one where he
Yeah,
match-fixed.
that's a good one. Yeah.
And then Johnny Football.
Yeah, Johnny Menzel.
Yeah,
What was the doco where there was the
That was an
gun
interesting
tennis
one.
player, but he got the yips
Oh, Marty Fish. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that was a good
yeah.
doc.
Was
That's
that
a really good sports doc. But that wasn't Untold. But that was a
Yeah, that was what I was actually thinking.
training with Andy Roddick and
Yeah.
living with Andy Roddick's family.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of, Nick. So I wasn't. Maybe I haven't seen any of them, Willie.
No, that's all right. They're a great series.
That's a great one about like sort of mental health and like the having sort of the yips in sport and supreme and supreme talent, but also just a really well shot documentary. Tells the story really well.
Nick,
Like
you'll find this funny. One of my Vic mates, Merle, reckons his housemate has got the yips on his downswing, so he can't swing. The
Oh no,
club.
he's got the Charles Barkley going.
So he swings it, and then he can't. His brain can't swing the club down.
What?
That hurts.
What?
Yeah.
You can't.
Have you seen Charles Barkley swing? If you got
No.
time, YouTube it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got the
YouTube, yeah.
yips when he tries to swing through. It's like he's broken.
I'd obviously heard about it putting,
Mm.
but I hadn't heard of it with a full swing.
Oh, and I've had yips with the full swing.
Charles Barkley golf swing.
Straight as an arrow, that.
You have, Nick,
Yeah, I had to see a sports psychologist about it.
off scratch.
Yeah, couldn't hit a green on a par 3. Just couldn't do it. Taking
Oh
out
my
houses,
God.
hitting roads. Yeah, you've got Charles Barkley swing there.
Jay Toop has just commented in the chat, I had the pleasure of facing Sammy Harper ripping offies last season. Looking forward to another duel next season.
Yeah, Toopy. I think I blew his pad off.
how many overs did you bowl, Sam?
I actually only bowled 3 overs last year for Melbourne. It was Meadows.
Just tell you what, I remember watching back your overs, and you nearly got one first ball.
That's how slow they were, being told they were offies.
Did you know once upon a time Sam tried to enter the Guinness Book of World Records for being the fastest 8-year-old bowler?
Wow,
That's
this
a
is
fun
even
fact.
doing my childhood
You
memories.
you're
I did think I
trying
was
to
Brett
bury
Lee.
that.
Yeah.
You're trying to bury the lead here, Sam. But I know for a fact you backed yourself in.
I was quick back in the day from 8 yards.
I used to think I was the best thing since sliced bread as a cricketer. I used to have an Australian in full whites. I had a yellow Australian sweatband, and this is as Peter Siddle was right at the
And
peak of
eating
his
bananas
powers. Yeah, eating bananas and
Dominating the Gabba.
taking five.
Great friend of 3 Behind Square.
Yeah,
That was a great episode. For anyone that hasn't listened to that episode, go back.
and I used to get my arm up like Peter Siddle and do like the
there.
the high five and really rip it down.
Can you reach those high fives, Sam, when he goes for them? They're up there.
Hey, sit down, I'm down here.
I'd be more worried about a Sammy Elliott high five. That'd be hard to get up to
Yeah, or
reach.
Cam McClure.
Oh yeah, big Cammy.
How are some of your mates going over in
Jeez.
UK at the moment? Sammy.
Fergie O'Neill just dominated.
Fergus O'Neill has been.
He's got
Unfortunately-
21 wickets at 17.9.
Unfortunately, his stint's done. There's a
Oh.
rule. I can't explain the rule. I don't understand it. But they can only get 28-day visas.
Really?
Oh, right.
Some of them. So someone like a Marcus Harris, I don't know whether it's because he's played Test cricket recently or
He might have like a.
he can
British
play for
passport or
longer.
something.
Nah, he doesn't. Peter Hanscom does, so he can play for.
Yeah.
But like, there's all those winters where Sids has gone over and played for months and months.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ferg and Harry, a bit stiff to not get a call up to the WTC final.
Oh, this is getting 3 behind square.
Yeah,
right?
this is
Yeah.
getting very.
This is getting very big biased.
But
I'll,
Very
just
excited
press
though for it.
press record on that beat. We might have
Yeah,
a
we
might
could-
have a mid-year
live pod.
yeah, might have a mid-year episode. Let's run back to Sting.
I don't think look.
I'm loving all the cricket chat for a Thursday night game of football. That's
Which
20
it's
points
actually
in it.
supposed
We're
to
just
be
like,
really
oh yeah,
good.
how's like the county season going?
Yeah. What do you think of Kagisa?
Yeah.
What do you
know
think
what
of
I mean? Like,
Kagisa Rabada's suspension?
how's the Ashes team going to shape up, boys?
Do you know what would be a great one, Flanners? If
What's
one day there's an Ashes series where Dan Worrell and Fergus O'Neill are playing in the same game against each other.
Oh.
Two Melbourne boys from the Albert Cricket Ground.
Jeez.
That would be unbelievable.
Frankie.
Frank's got to be a champ.
Frank the Tank.
Frank's got the ball on a string for Surrey at the moment.
Well, while we're being
The Wisden
Stephen
Cricketer
Quartermain
of the
Nick and
Year.
going around the grounds
Sorry?
of sport,
Yes.
should we get a
Wisden
live
Cricketer
update?
of the
Yeah,
Year.
get some
Frank.
Yeah.
little golf scoreboard. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Because Rory's playing the front 9. He'd be teeing off soon.
So what would the time be in Charlotte?
Nah, be...
7:19.
Yeah. So we got first groups going off.
First group's just gone off. Let's.
Yep.
Thanks to our good friends at KO.
Yes,
On
and
our
if you've
phone.
got KO, you can go multi-screen, get the the second major of the year up.
Make sure you keep us on the live stream.
Yep. Bad turnover here.
Round 1. Oh, we can't watch
Get
till
it to
3
Couch.
a.m.
Is that Couch?
Oh,
No, it's not.
No.
where is Kelsh?
Still.
There's
There he
Kelsh.
is.
There he is. Give it to him.
He's fucking doing circle work.
So is it, does
Johnny
he need to
Noble,
kick
another one.
for you, Will?
Yeah, and then I'm just riding on some disposals.
Yeah.
Nick, I'm not sure, but it says we can only start watching at 3 a.m.
That's stiff. There's no
No featured groups or anything either.
damn.
So Johnny Noble has ticked off his 25
Oh,
touches.
Chol.
Let's tick that. We're
Yeah, let's tick Johnny.
3/4 of the way there.
Johnny Noble's currently got 27 touches.
Rowley needs 5.
We're home, boys.
I need Sis for 10 more.
And the Hawks
And you
need this
need-
goal.
Calcidia.
And I need Kalshadia.
Hawks
That
badly
was the
need
one.
this.
That was risky.
Yeah.
That was a feel-good story.
Mm.
That was head, not heart.
Well, it's like...
That was
Well,
heart, not head.
Yeah.
Gemma Diamond says, not sure if I missed something, but I really rate the sunglasses indoors at night. I believe that's directed at you,
as all
Well,
good-
Gemma, if you're looking for some for a nice little villa unit on Gold Coast Island, things are looking quite good. Things are selling, so you better get in fast.
please let my boy Milsey know.
reach your favourite real estate agent. Just selling some nice Gold Coast stock.
He's got that headphone in.
You got the
Single
headphone in. I've got people
so-
calling in. They're buying up. It's time to get in because the Suns are playing finals for the first time this
You
year.
really did
and you
nail
got to
it.
get
You look-
in early. You got the suede loafers.
Actually, it's a good kit, Nick.
I've got the buttons. They're coming undone. They're exploding after the.
Is that A1
wonderful
territory
steak.
sort of beat?
Yeah. But the other thing is you actually look good. Like you're
thanks.
making it work.
I'm trying really hard, Bede.
Lily's very lucky.
I think Nick doesn't have to make it look good. I think whatever Nick puts on is just...
All right, now
Class.
this is getting too much flattery. Might not be able to fit out of the studio.
Good looking man, Nick.
Gemma says, currently at Fashion Week, and that look would not be out of place here.
No way. Nick is...
So
Is this
Millsy-
Gemma?
Gemma
Go
Diamond.
Couch!
I am
Do the
competing.
thing!
Oh, he sent it. Oh, good kick.
Well done, Couch.
That's not 15.
That is not 15. It can't be
In
15.
what world? Oh, guys, what are we doing here?
Wasn't really a score involvement from Couch. He's getting warm, Couch.
He's
Are
getting
the,
very
are the
warm.
umpires in a rebuild?
The umpires in a this is that a take on the chat?
Couch!
I just-
Oh, that is such a good
Blake.
take. What do you reckon? Umpires in the rebuild?
Oh, they've been in a rebuild.
Because there's
so-
like been some iconic ones sort of exiting.
How long has the game been
Yeah.
going for?
That's such
How
a
long
shout.
before you? How long has it been since you could get reported on the ground and they used to like give you the X or something or?
Well, it's been, I think there's been a few.
I'd say
Who's
you're
been
on
your favourite
report.
AFL umpire?
I know yours, Sam.
Brett Roseberry's up there.
Yeah, he's up there.
Razor Ray.
Count to 3, Sam, and say it.
Hang on,
3.
hang on.
Do you want me to count down from 3? 1,
See if you can get it. It's an old one.
3, 2, 1.
Darren Goldspink.
Yeah. We're in sync. Goldspink.
You've spent way too much time in each other's backyards.
We have. He used to live in Honeypot Close around the corner from us.
Beauty.
I'm more of a Brett Allen guy myself, but
Oh, when I saw him on the footy record, I knew Saints were in for a tough day. Got nothing.
A man who doesn't cop a lot of shit these days is Nick Foote,
Yeah.
the umpire. I like the way he goes.
He's good.
another hanger.
Longy!
Longy.
That's the
second time.
That's the second one Sis has had.
He's filthy.
Oh,
Mate, he just got to put one of those pads on his back.
Oh,
The elbow down.
What's better, Long or Walter?
Just drops the elbow
Oh
too.
wow, that
Kinda
is
like-
a serious
I
hanger.
think Walter's for like what you'd say picturesque,
Oh,
but
bench
yeah.
reaction's
I
good too.
kind of like Longs.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get capsized like that and then you fall on your butt, it always looks
Yeah.
Sick, didn't
makes
it be?
better.
yeah. When you go horizontal, that was.
Yeah.
But now, can he polish it off?
Draw.
Yeah.
No.
Ah, you got to finish.
It was a
your
nice
hanger.
kick. It went pretty straight.
You got
Yeah.
to finish your hanger.
Yeah, we haven't had a hanger finished.
Jeez, that That was a little bit naughty.
Good shout by Eddie Betts saying it's Kappa-like.
Gary Moorcroft's my favourite mark of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's hard to beat, isn't it? Chris Tarrant got up there early 2000s too.
What was that, Adelaide? Burton?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Birdman.
Birdman.
That was his
He could
hanger.
fly.
Who's the guy for Melbourne?
Is it
Sean Smith.
Sean Smith.
Yeah,
The
1995.
guy, yeah. Is
Oh, I
literally,
thought you were talking about the Master.
no, Sean Smith literally standing on a bloke's collarbone.
Gary,
on the
standing
goal
on Gary
line.
Lyon's head, yeah.
Yeah.
And the photo went off in the background.
Yeah.
Like there's a cameraman sitting in the stands, got it perfect time.
Wow.
Can I ask you
At
a
the highest point.
question, Wilbur?
Yeah, Harps.
So, the other day I had Finn on my shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
and it got me wondering, if there's a kick from 50, why doesn't the ruckman put, like, a
Someone
person
on
on
their
their shoulders and then...
It's a
touch
great
it?
shout. I'm all for inventive ways of putting off
Yeah.
your opponent.
So, like,
On
if
the
Dane
mark.
Rampy
so
tried
you
to
get
shake
200
the
centimetres
goalpost.
plus 250 and then
Mm.
chuck another human on,
So imagine Lloyd Meek.
I could go one better.
Yeah.
You get your two, like your full back and your centre half back. They're on the goal line, like doing that. And
Oh,
then you
yeah.
get like your Nick Watson, and then you go 1, 2, 3. And
Spring
you
'em up.
you
Spring 'em up like
cheerleaders.
the
Yeah.
rugby
Yeah, that's
league.
good.
Rugby
Yeah,
league.
like rugby league.
Yeah, the lineouts.
You
Rugby
kind
league.
of you throw your small guy
Is
up.
there anything preventing that? It should be.
I don't know.
I-
Like,
I
there's
like-
no
I'd
rule
love-
against it.
I'd love to
Let's-
read the rule book.
Can you throw your
we-
teammate?
Div 12 resties. Can we
Yeah.
be the first to bring this in?
Or
But
I'd love to sit Andrew Dillon down and have a coffee with him about that.
That would be unreal, actually. Imagine.
Just someone on the shoulders.
Just-
Like, it's actually a genuinely good tactic, I feel. Anyway.
Yeah, not unless like you've just created like.
I'm not asking for somebody to climb up the goal.
Three-
Who was that person that
All of a
climbed
sudden
up the
there's
goal?
three.
Yeah,
Dane
Dane
Rampy.
It's just
Rampy.
like.
Dane Rampy.
You know, meanwhile, like, oh, my opponent's just setting up a human pyramid. I might just stand in the pocket, get a free cheap kick
Well,
here.
that's the
You know
part
what I
of
mean?
the that's the part of the tactics, isn't it?
Yeah.
I used to do a bit of mooning back in the day.
Perfectly legal.
I've seen someone cop a 50 for mooning. Like
How do you get a 50 for mooning?
like
That's not
full
fair.
full
I mean, that-
ass.
isn't that just like you could almost, if you did that in public, you'd almost be a prison
It's
sentence.
yeah, it's if you did that outside of
Yeah, you're probably
the
right.
footballing ground, that's indecent exposure.
Yeah, that's probably
That's actually a
not up
crime.
to speed with
Yeah,
all
we're
that.
really
Actually a crime.
It's like Checkers DJing in Adelaide.
Yeah. Well, thankfully no one flopped anything out at that DJ set.
Oh,
Oh, good little.
Could have gone sour
Oh.
as well.
with a lot of men.
All right.
All right, Kelsey,
Will,
you're
I got
on
a
the
good feeling,
transition.
Nick. We were thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
We've been in unison tonight with Goldspink.
Here we go.
There he is. Oh, get it.
Why don't we Reevesy shepherding?
The lawnmower. Out wide.
Is Rail our last stat check?
Yes,
Yeah, he's
not meant to go for him. Where is he?
Oh, this is
got to bounce
Millsy.
it. Oh, that was an interesting bounce technique.
What ground were you at last night, Nick?
What ground was
Guys,
that
Rowley
last
needs
night?
3
We were
more
at Kevin
touches.
Bartlett.
That's Millsy at Kevin
3
Bartlett.
more touches and we're home for the first ever stat check of Clubby TV's history.
History has been made today.
History has been made
Oh.
today.
Of course it has. The dream team.
Yeah, 3-barn square. I think
We break the rules.
there's a lot
We
of
break the rules. We win the stat check,
and we break the drought.
and we just talk a lot of cricket.
yeah.
Not an issue with that.
Yeah, no one's here to listen to my backyard cricket stories, but they're here for the stat check.
Look, the cricket and golf chat beats Neefel stories, doesn't it?
Oh, fucking
Yeah,
oath.
or hearing about.
I
how
can't
many-
listen to another Neefel story
Yeah,
about,
naval stories last week.
about how Dill fucking kicked 4 one day.
Me and Dill sidetracked the live stream for about an hour one night, just chatting old Neefel games.
Kalsha.
Yeah. Bloody
Marbio.
Oh, he got that too.
Is that Kalsha?
Couch!
Oh,
Fart Watson's dangerous.
Give it back to him.
Oh, gee
We're
whiz,
going footy
boys.
on our hands here.
This has been unreal.
Dimmer's got...
You'll have to update the score to 57 just to keep our viewers on their toes.
I do appreciate that you've gone with Hock on the spelling too. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
How many music categories do you reckon?
They're really going
Boots
through
have
them
gone
tonight, aren't they?
downstairs.
I've
Must
gone
be
through a
iPod
bit of
shuffle mode
everything.
downstairs.
We started with heavy metal and rock.
We're into the
Maybe it
ballads.
might be open mic night.
Someone brought a piano, there was like a grand piano playing just before.
Really? Or...
Oh.
Oh, you want to kick this now, Jai.
Yeah.
You really want to kick this.
Biggest kick of his career right here.
Is that another, like, sort of flop of sorts?
Oh, he has got him around the head. It's just two competitive bulls going at the footy.
22 touches.
Jai,
He's
he's
having
our
a
guy.
good game. Yes or no, Millsy? Yes.
Got him.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've got a ball game on Thursday night footy.
Starting to work him over.
Oh,
Starting to
here we
work him
go.
over.
Here we go.
Yes.
It's on.
The
It's
flare.
on.
Gee whiz. Bring back the biff.
Hit.
I just don't like it when the umpires got involved in the biff.
Is there a safe way we could do it where the family can enjoy it? Like, it clearly exists in NFL.
What, the biff?
Yeah. Like, is there a safe way that...
It's like ice hockey. You let them just throw hands until someone gets knocked out, and then
Yeah.
sin bin the bloke who knocked him
It's
out.
once they go to the ground.
Yeah.
It's done in
Yeah.
ice hockey. Like, could you do the same in footy? Like, once you go to ground, there was a group that went to ground then, they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the AFL's going to pick it up, but
What's that, Nick? Once you go to ground, you're done.
Like, maybe you're not allowed to
You-
swing
you're not allowed-
fist. No
that's
swing.
when the melee's
Oh,
finish.
well, Barry,
Yeah, so, like, so
Barry
say-
Hall would have had a
Yeah.
field
So let's call
day
it
back
here.
back in the 2000s.
So you can, like, maybe jumper punch him, and
Jostle.
you're just trying to throw him down to the ground, and that's the
Once you
fight.
get him
And
to
you're
the
allowed,
ground.
yeah, correct.
You can't do any more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if AFL will go for it, but I like it.
Okay.
Two, bang.
Because remember, we're trying to promote a family game here in the
Yeah.
AFL, but we also still like a bit
Bit
of
of biff.
contact.
Bring back the beef.
Yes.
I'll bring that up with Andrew Dillon when we bring up the goal line touching.
Oh my God, Barras is
Yeah.
bleeding a lot.
Jeez.
Blood rule.
Oh, the
Frame rate.
response.
That's a good finish.
Ainsworth
this
again.
is a spicy game of football.
Good game of footy.
It's all happening here.
Didn't seem like it halfway through the first quarter.
What'd
It
you
was
get
going to be a
last Thursday?
blowout, but
There, look,
Oh,
look, look.
wow.
There he is. There's claret.
that's
Oh,
a lot of claret.
That's a lot of tomato sauce.
Jeez.
He missed the meat pie.
Do you reckon that happened in the biff?
Nah.
no. I don't reckon Tom Brass is a biff kind of guy.
Oh, no. I know who it was.
He's
It
a
must have been
pe-
Jake Battle.
He's a peacekeeper.
Josh Battle.
He's Dylan friends.
Yeah.
He's got the,
Josh
a
Battle's
real hard
Not a
head.
biff guy.
yeah.
You're too intelligent to biff.
Way too intelligent. to Biff.
So
Aristotle.
they crash into each other. Is this friendly fire? Let's see the replay here.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Elbow.
Elbow.
Elbow to face. Oh, it's a nasty one.
Ooh, we've got a double screen happening.
I see red. I see red. I see red.
I see red, red.
It's actually a good reminder to donate blood. I might do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, lifeblood.
Yeah.
100,000
Just down the road.
donors every year.
Oh,
Chase McGuinness. Here
Here
he
he is.
goes. That's 18, I think.
Adam Patterson, Barras is bleeding. Yeah, we can see.
Is
that
he?
fella.
Thanks, Pato. There's also 18 men out on the ground for each team.
and we're playing in Darwin.
Gold Coast versus Hawthorn.
Tell you what, we're doing just a Pato last night at training.
Oh, boys.
He
One more
flies
touch.
on the track.
One more touch for Matty Rowell.
That's what, Nick?
At the training session, we finished with a bit of like a distance training to get a bit of speed.
Yeah.
And he's got wheels. In my head, I was
He's
like,
got wheels.
just try and get Pato covered.
Who's the fastest person at Clubby?
Ooh.
Oh, great question.
I reckon Lincoln Allen.
Link,
would be-
There you go,
Lincoln,
Bede. If we had
Lincoln
a-
was flying around the track.
Lincoln would win a 100
yesterday.
meter sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was.
Not Dill.
Nah.
Now the data
reckon
came
Links.
out today, and Lincoln was the
I
fastest on the
reckon Link's got
GPS.
him
Yeah, right.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Is the GPS tracking it?
Yeah, we got some GPS trackers.
Wow.
Mine was
we won't be
broken.
able to
Rally.
limit
There it is!
Ellie, he's done
There
it!
it is!
That's it.
The stat check is
Yes.
done!
Good boys.
That's bloody awesome by all of us.
History is made.
You heard it here first.
Come
The
on.
three behind square boys are the first ever stat check completers.
I'd like to thank my
Tick,
mum,
bloody
tick,
both of those on.
my
tick.
dad.
Yeah. And we
Couldn't have done it without you guys on the chat.
Couldn't have done it without
Let's kick him,
Millsy.
Beat. Let's
I'd
kick
like
him.
to thank Gemma.
Yeah.
Killer.
You've just been
Official
everything
John
to us.
Smith.
All you need.
Oh. We've done it.
Oh, Wilbur. Hands over.
Handball it
Hands-
again.
Kelsha, give
One more. What are you doing, Finn?
Should've
They were
given it to
queuing up.
Kelsha. In the meantime, the stat check is complete. There
The
we go.
stat
4
check's
ticks.
complete.
Oh, work of art.
Oh.
Huge.
BWS.
Hang it in
Huge.
the Louvre.
BWS stat
How about
check.
that?
We've clocked it. We've done it. Unbelievable. Well done, boys.
Things you love to see.
Well done. Well done, all.
I'm emotional.
Jeez.
It's a where were you moment.
Look at Dimmer. He's emotional too.
Where
He
were
knows.
you when the Clubby TV stat check finally came
We got
through?
4
I
right.
wish I followed that in.
Yeah.
Ah,
Gamble responsibly,
Jeez.
Oh, well.
please.
next time.
The 6 people in the chat, they'll be getting around that.
Time plan next time.
I should have just gone in with the regular multi.
Got more here.
You got sucked in by Kelsha.
Yeah, I got sucked in by Cal.
Kelsha.
James Sisley hasn't had a touch since half time.
The salsa.
What are we, 72?
All right, I might get some celebratory beveraginos.
Patos just said Willy T is as fast as a rhinoceros over the first 15 metres.
Mate, I'm as fast as
That's quick.
I'm as fast as a what's it called? What do they call the rollers that roll the wickets? Just a roller?
Just a roller.
Just a
wheel.
pitch roller.
Yeah.
I'm about as quick out of the blocks
Quick
as a
as a
pitch
roller.
roller.
Yeah. That's quick.
Yeah. That'd be a good race between me and the MCC pitch roller.
Be good for the game. This. Bang.
Got him.
Or Harry Morrison.
Under a kick the difference.
Speaking of Willy, the MCC, this is very embryonic, but we're in the works of trying to get a clubby game going
This has got me excited.
in October or November.
A clubby
So Dill
sports.
Dill and Baldy will have to come up with their own, and Pato will have to come up with their own 11,
Yeah.
and it'll be a T10 on a Friday night or something at the Albert.
Do I get to play with you?
Bar will be open. Well, who are you playing for, Willy? The MCC or Clubby?
I'd love to play for the
I think I'm
MCC.
playing for Clubby against my teammates at Melbourne. I want to get some of them out.
I would love. Yeah, look, it'd be good to say I've got an MCC wicket to my name, but yeah,
Anyway, maybe
only one first 11 wicket to my name.
work in progress.
Yeah,
Something to look forward to. People listening at home.
How do you reckon
absolutely.
you go against D Moody at 140 clicks?
Yeah,
Yeah, I might need to bring 2 helmets.
and Moods has
think.
got such a high release of the ball as well. Like,
Moods might be on loads that night. Can't bowl.
can we ask Moods to bowl offies
Yes.
to Dill and I?
Suleiman Ben.
Yeah. Yeah. We keep getting messages, Flanners and I, from the Rocket Factory.
Yeah, the Rocket Factory want us to go
To
face
go down and face
Sammy Elliott.
Sammy Elliott. And
I'm keen.
You'd smack Sammy.
Oh.
Back of length, pick him up. Small square at Fitzroy Doncaster where he plays.
we don't all have big cojones like you, Sammy.
Big kahuna.
The fastest I've faced is a 14-year-old who nearly knocked my block off last year. But in saying that,
Did you get him?
I had a high score of about 11 last year.
What was your
Because I used to bat at
Who was,
8.
what was the chairman selector's name again?
Buddha.
Buddha. Remember, I made a few calls to Buddha.
Yeah.
We love Buddha.
Oh, plenty of celebratory
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
beers.
Yes,
Yeah.
Millsy, very nice.
I think I can't say no.
While we're on cricket, some AFL players that could play cricket. Let's kind of try to compile an 11
Oh, yeah.
of
I like that.
AFL players who we reckon might be pretty handy
Chad
on the
Warner.
cricket
Who are
field.
the ones
Made
that
it.
we know are good?
Chad Warner made a ton of like 40 balls one
the number
day.
one draft pick.
In the
Yeah.
past, of course, had Keith Miller, Simon O'Donnell, Maxie Walker.
Layla was good.
Shane
the number
Warne.
one draft pick.
Yeah. I was gonna go one of the other ones.
Thanks,
but
music.
yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
alright.
History.
To history. Stat check. BWS stat check.
Beautiful.
Clocked.
Yeah, Sammy Lawler was a gun.
Geelong, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Sammy, you play? Was it the Crouch Boys? They played.
Yeah, that was good.
They play cricket.
Alex Carey's a handy cricketer.
The
Alex
Crouch
Carey.
Boys.
Alex Scary.
Big Alex Keefe.
Alex Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Evans.
Pretty sure Alex Keith and I was living in the same town in the UK when he was playing cricket.
Birmingham.
Yeah, right.
I thought he was up in the northwest.
Was that in his under-19s Australia days?
No, he went and played a club before he gave AFL a crack for the Crows. He actually went and played a club season of cricket in England.
Yeah.
Luke
I was
Hodge.
the golfer and he was the cricketer.
Brett Deledio was alright, wasn't he?
Luke Hodge played in the bushfire relief.
By the
game.
way, Hawks
We
in
got-
front just quietly
Yeah. Couple
going
wickets, mate, a few
into
runs.
the final
Nice.
quarter. Which, guess what? It's 3-quarter time.
Oh wow!
It is.
And are we playing Beatty?
Oh,
Count us in.
3/4 time, boys. All right.
You ready?
It's time for another edition of Guess That.
Guess that
Yes, that player.
Who's
Du-du-du.
on it?
Who's that player?
All right.
Flanners is on fire.
Although we need some screen where
Oh, sorry.
Are we at the darts?
Flanagan. Right.
All right. You know the drill by now?
18
There's a
years.
silhouette there. And this bloke is a current player also.
Wowza.
He's played 18 years in the league.
His
The
name.
only clue, really, is that year 14 where he came second place.
His name is Scott.
Second
Pendlebury.
place in
No.
the Brownlow with 21 votes.
Mm.
Scott Pendlebury's a good one, Nick.
Look at Flanners.
Because 18 years.
18
Steel
years.
side bottom.
No.
Luke Parker.
No.
Hang
Yeah.
on. Is it
Yes,
current-
I am getting my phone to do
So
the
this
maths
player's
here.
in.
What are you doing,
This
Will?
player's in
You're
their
not
18th
cheating, are
year.
you?
No, I'm just seeing what year they debuted, which was 2007.
So they're above 36 years old.
Hang on. This player's in their. Is playing.
Still playing.
So they debuted in 2007.
Blokes, really.
Yeah.
A small number of humans.
Second.
So who
Come on,
was
man.
who's around like the Pendles era?
Oh,
And who's been a gun?
Who's approaching 400 games? It's a gun. 350 games.
There is one out there. He's a gun.
21 votes. Second
No,
place.
second place. And that's in 25. That's in the COVID year, basically.
Who
Yep.
came second?
Around about there, Sammy. And that should be a good clue. Who was flying during
So
COVID?
that's Geelong versus Richmond.
Geelong versus Richmond and Melbourne versus Doggies. Well, it can't be Ollie
Petrarca?
Wines.
No.
Ollie Wines hasn't had that long.
Flanners, you've just undone all your good work, mate.
Oh, no, yeah, he hasn't been playing that long. Has he?
Petrarca was born in 99, mate.
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to look at the silhouette.
Anyone in the chat want to take a stab at it?
No, Willy, we were on a good heat until Flanners.
Yeah. Flanners is throwing
Sorry.
out.
So who are
So
some
there's-
who are some current goats
Sorry.
in the
Some
AFL?
current goats.
Just name
Dangerfield.
Who's not-
Selwood.
Who's not getting? Oh, Dangerfield's a great one,
not
but he's
bad,
won a Brownlow.
One.
He's also not
Oh,
got
boy.
any votes last two.
Oh boy, Travis Boak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flanners. Ding ding ding.
Come on.
3 in a row.
Well done,
By
Flanners,
the
you're
way,
back.
can we just keep the graphic up?
Yeah.
So had 21 votes, came second, and then the next year had 25.
And didn't even poll in the top 3.
Stiff.
I don't know what I was
Yeah.
thinking with Petrarca, but anyway.
Yeah. Good job, Flanners. Travis Boak.
Travis Boak.
It's unreal, Flanners. You've had a night.
Overrated or underrated career, Travis Boak?
Oh, look, coming from
Properly
4
rated.
people who've played a collective of 0 AFL games,
Yeah.
I would say
Underrated.
underrated.
Do you put him in the same?
Would you
Highly
agree, Flanners?
underrated.
It's
I would
really hard
agree
to
with that,
sit here
Nick.
and be like, oh, mate, this guy is overrated.
This
I
bloke-
don't use a football.
this bloody
Second
guy-
in the Brownlow. Oh,
Second in
he's
the
not that
Brownlow,
good.
and 4 years later, not even polling. What the fuck's he doing? Get him out of the comp.
4 guys who just talked cricket.
If he
Most
won one,
wouldn't
I'd rate him.
consider Travis Boak to be in the same group as Pendlebury, Sam Mitchell, Job.
If,
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that's fair?
There is
If
one
you're-
simple answer to that. It's because we live in Melbourne. We don't give a shit what he does over
So
in
you think
Adelaide.
he is the same quality?
if you're playing
Boak.
for 18 years, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Well, Bede, the simple
That's what
question
it
is
is.
if Boak did that 18 years at Collingwood, what would we say about him?
Mm.
Yeah. Bang on.
Yeah, would he
Great
be a
take.
goat? Is he a goat? Is Travis Boak a goat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Port
with
goat.
Nick. I'm with
Port
Nick in
goat.
the fact that
That's like a backhanded compliment.
like Sam Taylor from GWS, if he was
Sam Taylor, how good is
if
he?
he was Carlton centre half back, we'd talk about him just like we do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We'd be like, oh, someone's got to pay him
You said you watched GWS.
He's going to be the first $4 million player.
Exactly.
And they're like, who's that? You're like, it's a pretty good player, mate.
Yeah, he goes around.
By the way, Beatty, really like that game.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, mate.
Be-
So I
That
hope to
was
see
good
it back
fun.
next week.
Some good.
A lot better than the quiz.
Oh, you didn't like the quiz.
No, the quiz is good.
Topping it.
Just a lot of rules around the quiz that I want cleared up before next
The
time.
quiz is challenging.
Do you have what was that game you were telling me about this week? Will?
Oh, higher lower.
Yeah, the higher or lower.
So AFL 26, someone's released a game where you can play higher or lower.
Like
for the
that?
for
Have
the
you heard about this?
ratings
That's
of
cool.
All the players are in
I
the
haven't,
league
but-
currently.
yeah, I
I
think
like
this
it.
is right up our alley.
Yeah.
But there's like, you get like some of the bottom of the barrel players. So like sometimes you'll get like Cole Langford versus some bloke
Well,
that.
shout out to Kyle Langford.
Yeah, some bloke that
You
like.
get some bottom of the
bottom of
barrel
the
guys.
barrel.
No, you're really scraping it, when you're pulling out Kyle Langford.
Because Cole Langford's like an 86 or an 88 rated, which is
Really?
unreal. But then it's like he's paired up against like some Cat B rookie who hasn't actually played a game, who has a rating of 65. So there's sometimes you get easy
Shout out
points.
to Cole Langford.
So, Will, I did notice when you were playing the game, was it last week? You were playing as North Melbourne.
Yeah.
Is that purely because of the kit?
Well, I played off camera. I played a game as the Doggies, and I smoked
Who are you
my
playing?
friend Kato McDonald.
You're playing DOS.
Dossie, the guru.
How is it? Is it better than the old one?
Way better than the
Yeah,
old one.
yeah.
Way better.
What were some of the things I used to love with the old one? Remember when they had the bug where you could creep on the mark? Like you could bring up a second guy on the mark, and then they'll just kick it into that guy, and then it'll be play on. So basically, when we play with our mates, you just could never take set shots. You always had to play on.
Yeah.
Because you'd do this bug trick where you just be
Yeah.
able to stand in front of the
Oh, wow.
of the set shot.
Well,
Now you go. Do you remember the?
I'll tell you what's the bug of all bugs, Nick.
Yeah.
Was the Wii Sports splitter
Here we go.
in baseball.
Yes.
When you
yeah.
throw
Oh,
the splitter
yes.
and you
Yeah.
go to hit a home run and the
splitter.
ball would just go.
And then you end up just cracking the Wii remote over your
Yeah.
brother's head.
Yeah.
Well, Jack and I had one splitter a day rule.
One
Yeah.
splitter a day.
I
So
like
use
it.
it wisely.
Yeah. Well,
great.
my sister, because I had a trick where flicking the remote ever so slightly could
Oh, absolute
picture
heat. Absolute heat would
picture
come out.
a 152
Yeah.
fastball,
Yeah.
and she could never pick the fastball.
Meanwhile, you're just in the corners. Just a
Yeah,
quick
just
little...
Speaking of gaming bugs and AFL game bugs, Bede, are we able to get a image of fat redhead Joe Mercedes
Joe Mercedes.
on the screen?
Joe
That was the best
It's
bug.
like AFL...
Well, AFL 2004 or 2005, they
I've not heard of this.
Oh, Joe Mercedes.
Joe
Did he
Mercedes,
get
they
stitched
just
up?
made him
Big boy.
this big boy with red hair.
Fantastic.
And yeah, it didn't look as much like Joe Mercedes as Joe probably would have
You're right. The
liked.
screen's up.
Joe, how do I spell Joe?
Misiti.
Oh, it was just on the suggested.
Yeah, AFL
Yeah.
2004.
There he is.
That first photo there.
Yeah, that's what
Look
he.
at how
That's what he
big.
looked like in real life, and then that's what he looked like on the game.
look at how
He would
just
dominate in today's
fucking
game, wouldn't
massive he is.
What
He would-
the computer
what do you reckon,
version or the
Beatty?
real version?
Rumors are circling that Joe Mercedes will be an unlockable AFL character in the new evolution.
I
Wouldn't
fucking
that
hope.
be
I
elite?
fucking hope so.
That'd be sick.
Imagine you could get a platinum diamond Joe Mercedes card, and it's just
And
some
it's just that.
just some 200 kilo midfielder
with 99 speed.
yeah, barreling over everyone. One of the best things about the AFL 26 game is because, you know how in some of the old games you could just take speckies and you could rarely ever fuck them up. If you fuck up a specky, there's animations of you fucking it up as well. So you can
On the replay.
yeah, like what Ben Long did, go horizontal. You could go
Yeah.
horizontal on someone and then fall
Just
off
stack
them.
it.
So has
yeah.
it got ragdoll motion?
A little bit, yeah.
That's cool.
Is the injury thing realistic or?
Some of the injuries are the first couple of games you've probably got to play without injury because
Yeah.
I think everyone bloody strains a hamstring
Yeah.
You've got to just
or has
lower
some
the tolerance.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not good. But yeah, if you play without injuries and all that, it's a pretty good game.
Pretty good game here. 3 points of difference.
It's a great game.
Ooh.
Swallow's been activated. Come on, Kalsha.
So, Will, just for your little side business, you need a Kalshadir goal. Is that what we're still on? Yeah.
And I also need James Sicily. Yeah, I need James Sicily to get very busy this quarter.
Oh, as well. Okay.
Duck out.
Extremely busy. And he's playing down forward.
Nick, who's the most
Yep.
underrated non-Victorian footballer? Off to the bathroom.
Nah,
please.
Chad gets a lot of airtime.
That's a strike.
I think
That's
probably
a strike
you got
too,
a few
Flannagan.
underrated footballers running around for your mob, Brisbane.
For the Brizzy.
I keep looking at.
For the Brizzy Bears.
I can't remember whose Supercoach team has. I think it's Dill's Supercoach team has like Lockie Neal and Josh Dunkley, and they just stack up points.
Yeah, Josh Dunkley used to be highly rated when he was.
Blokes
at
like
the Doggies.
McCluggage, if he was at him.
Yeah, McCluggage,
Gun.
Rayner.
McCluggage is just
You know
a
who's having the
gun
best
after
12
all.
months? Is like Cal Archie.
Yeah,
Turned into a gun.
Yeah.
he's been busy.
Looking forward to.
I was going to trade him out of my Supercoach draft team this week, but I thought,
Is it Davy King? Davy King said if they redrafted that Logan Morris would go pick one.
oh no, that was Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson put Harley Reid at 10 and Logan Morris at 1.
Not sure about that. The credibility. Sorry, Brad.
That's
I'm probably still having Harley Reid over Morris.
yeah,
That's funny.
one of the most hyped
Outrageous.
players of the modern era.
Reed.
Harley Reid.
Yeah.
Like coming into the game.
Deserves it. He's a good player.
Absolutely.
I kind of like that's I do. It's a bit strange that we're talking about sort of 17, 18-year-old kids like about their futures, but it's just really fun to chat about. Like that's what I like about the basketball as well. Like they're already talking about the draft coming up in the basketball.
It's funny that
Doesn't choose.
expected the 2032 draft combine, and he'll be projected number 1 pick. I'm like, how the fuck have you done this much research on like 13-year-old kids? Yeah. And should that be questioned?
Well, I don't know. It's been really sick seeing these like young kids just come through and just dominate.
Yeah.
And it's just quite exciting. Like Nick Dacos, clearly Harley Reid.
It's great for two things: how great the drafting stuff has gone, and like the recruiting has expanded, and then social media.
And I genuinely think they just like they're at APS footy at age 17.
Oh yeah, that's a question. Like we had a few mates. We were just chatting about that over a few beers. Like, do you think we'll have televised games at APS footy on like you know how there's always like the Friday night slot on APS? Are they allowed to televise it because they're like they're kids?
It's kids.
You'd have to get
But how
consent,
good?
but I
How
reckon
sick would that be? Like the Friday night slot?
Caulfield Ground is an absolute factory.
Because who's
Well,
not
if you had like
watching
the
that?
Geelong College and Grammar,
If you had the Geelong Derby, like college,
you get a couple of
Yeah.
thousand for that day, Will.
yeah.
And then like, what if it was on as like the warm up on KO before Friday night footy? So you go like the APS game that's on what?
Would
like
you rather the APS game or the TSC Cup game?
APS? Because I think it's just like there's just an interesting storyline there with
Yeah.
like the schools and stuff.
But TSC Cup is
There's more of an interesting storyline with the schools for mine than the TSC Cup.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Although it is quite elitist. That's probably
yeah.
it doesn't sit too well, but there's just a lot of talented kids on scholarship you get to see.
Yeah. And well, the APS kids have to play for their school before the TAC or the talent league or whatever it is these days.
I think that stuff need.
Is it getting televised? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
In the future.
I don't think it'll be televised, but
Yeah.
it'd be cool.
No, I'm not saying Channel 7, but I think
No,
there'll be a
like
way to-
KO. Like if it's on like a KO
there'll be a
feed.
way to stream it in terms of a KO. Yes.
Well, people like you can stream a
Oh,
lot.
Couch's been fucking subbed out. That's
no.
why he's not getting a touch of the ball.
Oh no, that hurts. I'm sorry about that, Will.
That's fine.
Nothing worse.
But we move on. We definitely don't DM.
No.
Yeah.
I would never DM a player about their performance unless it's to pump up their tires.
I don't even know. I wouldn't even be able to DM a player. I don't even know what to say.
Unless it's positive, 100%.
Yeah. I'm very big on positive.
You should see some of the messages I need to turn my mic.
No,
risk of being racist.
It's really bad.
I don't want to put on that accent.
I put up a few Instagram reels over the last couple of days to celebrate Brad Coley's retirement from Test cricket.
Yeah.
And got quite a few nasty comments. Even though the caption says, "Congratulations, Virat, on your retirement."
What else did it say?
You brought a lot of passion to the game, and I have a lot of Indian fans saying very bad things about me.
Well, there's probably a lot of emotion going
Where's
around.
the IPL
right
at?
now. They're in
It's off at the moment, isn't it? The IPL?
Yeah, they're coming back in
Yeah.
a week or two.
Yeah.
And I think they're playing all down south.
and probably you're probably playing east as well.
Yeah.
Have you got any mates over there at the moment, Sam?
In the UK, Nick.
No, in India.
In India.
Roost?
Roost is over there.
Roost will be there. Is Shorty over?
No, he didn't get picked up, which was surprising.
Zams would be over there.
No. No
I swear
Zorba.
Zorba's over
No,
there.
he's not over there.
Eddie's over there.
The Australians are Cummins, Head,
Stark.
Stark, McGurk, Bartlett, Stoinis, Maxwell,
Hardy?
Hardy, Inglis. A fair few. A lot from the west.
We don't need him for 3, but
It's just a fucking...
Is
cricket
Shamar
faction
Joseph
players.
playing in it?
good question. Find that out.
Get the Excel spread up.
Oh, what have you done, Beatles? Not Beatles. Flanners. I don't even know why I said Beatles.
That was Chom's nugget. He's just knocked over.
Oh, shit. Oh, Rufus de Sul.
They're
Oh.
playing shows in Melbourne later in the year.
Yeah, surely.
Wow, Long's having a season.
Yeah. Forgot there was a game of footy on.
Yeah, so did I. It's an absolute ripper too.
Gee, how many good players do the Saints let go? Like,
Oh yeah, are we doing this now? We're going to move into this topic. It's a real hot button topic, Flanners. Yeah,
just Benny Long just
Reece Stanley.
brought that to the front of my mind.
Seeing him win a premiership was very nice.
Big boy McAvoy.
McAvoy.
Remember when we went
The one
to
that gets us
Burke's,
Jamie Cripps.
Burke's last game, Nick?
Yeah, I was sad. I was crying because it was Berkey's last game. Jack was crying because the Tigers got done by 80 points.
Or
Oh,
that's a shoe.
yeah. He just passes the eye test for
Yeah,
ball drop on
he
foot.
does. Trent McKenzie. I used to
Doco
love
has
him.
just said audio gone. Is there?
Not because I tried. I tested it.
Okay,
Okay.
it's all good.
There, get stuff, Doco.
Doco.
Get out of it, Doco.
Well, don't. Hey, whoa. Doco's just trying to enjoy his Thursday night. Just maybe Doco just try hitting the unmute button.
Guinea's
Although, how
trying
can
to
you hear
enjoy
that?
his Thursday night,
Cause-
but he's getting his ass rubbed.
Constructive
in a
criticism.
funky spot.
You know what's interesting about that, Will? There's a cameraman that would have been zoomed on that for a while.
Yeah, and he would have said, the person who's operating the cameras would have gone,
Yeah,
hang
producer.
on, we've seen one on camera 13. Quick,
Quick, go
him
to
now."
13. Good mark.
We're seeing some good marks tonight.
Yeah.
And Barassa's only got one eye open.
Can't
He
pick up
can't
the
even pick up the
ball.
ball.
Can't pick up the fucking ball. Jeez, can the Sunnies hold on?
Shamar Joseph is in the IPL. He's at Lucknow.
Okay,
Super
cool.
Giants.
That's Nick.
That's cool. Oh,
Oh, dangerous.
I love that kick, though. Because look at that.
Risk versus reward, Millsy.
Love this down the line camera shot, too. I really hope the director cuts that more often. Because as
It is, isn't it, Dave?
an armchair
Lovely.
lover of
Life,
football,
Blue Can
you
Bar-
start to
I
get
could
excited and you're like,
I
oh,
could
what's
drink
the player going to
hundreds
do?
of
Well,
those.
when you watch a lot of local footy, you do a lot of standing
Yeah.
behind the
Goals,
goals. And you see the
yeah.
game that way. So
You had
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah. Maybe
Maury.
cover over a Sheffield Shield game.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Boy.
What do you reckon is the hardest kick in footy? The hardest field kick
Oh,
in footy?
my left foot kicks pretty hard.
Talk from 80.
But be specific. Like a bloke chasing you, like running you down towards
Nah,
the
it's-
boundary on your left side.
A
and-
chiseler to the opposite 45, so you're running this way, and then you've got to point your foot to kick it out that way.
The running torp.
So
Run-
on the
the
inside
running
of your
torp.
foot.
It's like an outside. It's like
The
an
Bunana
outside of the
Flannagan
foot.
from-
The hardest
Chisler.
kick is when like, you know, it's late in the game and like there's no way to switch it, so you got to go long down the line, but the ruckman is set up too far for you to kick it. And so it's like you're trying to call, like come a bit closer. Like I got max 25 meters in me kick.
Run it up.
It's futile doing that. It never works when you just bomb it long.
Nah.
When you've got like the 20 seconds
Dangerous,
left.
isn't he, the wizard?
Oh, Wiz. Wiz.
Tag.
That's amazing. Oh,
Always called a throw.
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 That's stiff.
Oh wow.
There's been a bit of that though.
Throwing.
Yeah. I'm glad they're nailing down the technique.
Yeah, we don't want to
We don't like shortcuts.
This goes back to are the umpires in rebuild?
Like Flanner's all-time take there.
Look, it's pretty evident this year. They are in a rebuild.
So, so we need to keep an eye on some hot prospects. Like, who are the who's coming up as like the GOAT umpire?
Who's got to go?
Who's got
Who's
to
got to go?
Yeah, we don't hear this on tradies, do we? During
Who's
the
the
week?
umpire coach? He's got to go.
Whoever gave Harris Sanders holding the ball last week with 2 minutes left, he's got to go.
Yeah,
Poor Harris
the
picked
guy who
up-
gave 50-metre penalties 7 times against the Swans last week. He can go too.
All right, Flans, we got rid of 2.
Getting rid of too many umpires, guys.
What did Jared Waitley say? Did you see that snap?
Hang on, can Flanders try and do the impersonation of whatever he said?
Waitley.
Yeah.
Impression of Waitley.
Jared Waitley. What did he say? What was he?
He was like, "They've got to go." No, he said,
Umpires gotta go.
I think he said, "Sack 'em all."
Yeah.
Sack them all. The umpires have got to go. I'm Jared Waitley.
And this is tonight's agenda.
He's Gary Lyon. This is AFL 360. Footy from all angles.
Good fun. And you don't get.
Comes the D's back to full forward after the kick and off. Battle collided with his own man Hardwick. Pickett got legs. Free kick at the top. What? He got grabbed by the leg. Running into goal to pick up the football. Oh my godfather.
What? Oh my God, mother.
45,000 people saw it clear as day. Oh boy, they can score review fingers here
score
touching a
review.
ball, but a goal like that, sack 'em all.
I've never heard him like that. I've never heard him like that. That's
I
wild.
appreciate that.
What year was that?
That was last week.
Sack them
That was
all.
last
That was
week.
last week.
What?
Sack 'em all!
Sack 'em
all! What?
Did the AFL give him a please explain?
I don't know.
Nah, he's Jared Waitley. He can do what he wants.
And it's footy from all angles.
I'm Jared Waitley. He's Mark Robinson.
Fox Sports News.
It's good. It's describing the discourse that's happening in football. It's nice.
It's actually good commentary, yeah.
Our
Millsy,
man
what
Johnny
footy-
Noble.
Millsy,
He's
what
had-
footy show
Yeah.
would you bring back? If you could bring back any, just pluck one from the
I re-
AFL grave.
I actually really enjoyed the bounce. It was just light-hearted program.
Still
Isn't that
going.
Still
around?
going.
Still going.
Yeah.
No, bounce was the before the game.
Before
Was
the
it on
game,
Channel
yeah.
10? Before the
Channel
game.
10, 6:30.
Like
Tool of the
you had
week.
Strawny, Tool of the Week.
Yeah, tool of the week.
Tool of the week was good.
This one's a blast from the past, but I loved Live and Kicking. It was hosted by Dunstall while he was still playing, and co-hosted by James Hird while he was still playing, Tony Lockett while he was still playing, and Dougie Hawkins, who just retired.
How the hell did they get Tony Lockett on?
Plugger was on Live and Kicking.
Wow.
Yeah, it was on all the time. I think it was Wednesday nights, Live and Kicking.
I'm a pretty
Yeah,
boring
Channel
one,
7.
but the old footy show. Just
I can
what
see that,
era?
Wilbur.
Just like the Thursday night footy.
Yeah.
show.
Like Newman
It's a
and
classic.
When they name the teams.
Newman.
Oh, there's live and kicking.
Trevor Marmalade making gags about Collingwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor Marmalade just hanging shit on Collingwood.
Yeah, there's live
Man,
and
the
kicking.
studio budgets were just so wild then. They're just like, they didn't need a full live band, did they? But they did it.
Few
You know what I mean, Beat? Like,
Real late 90s areas.
few Karens
Yeah.
singing the opening song.
yeah, and then they just got like,
Yeah, the Chief. There's young
Yeah.
young Chief hosting
Chiefles.
while he was still playing. There he is.
and you still got hair up.
Jeez. Just before he gave it all up.
He's
like-
hanging on to it.
It's yeah,
Isn't he?
like how that set is worth more than what a current footy show production.
Yeah.
is
Oh,
going
it was
for these
huge
days.
high production. They had
Like they got like lava lamps. in the
Oh!
background.
they had great prizes and
Oh, at
huge
the back.
giveaways for the crowd.
Oh, this is big.
Rojas.
That's not good for the game.
Did you know they used to film the old footy show literally just like down there?
Yeah, Bendigo Street.
Yeah.
Bendigo Street,
I
wasn't
didn't know that.
Where the office works is,
Yeah.
there used to be a racetrack. Like back in the real.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
How did you know
late
that,
day.
Will?
Checkers has done like history lessons on it. He's
Checkers
gone back.
does history.
Well, no, he's gone back and like looked at the history of like
Richmond.
Richmond and the race course. Cause
That's cool.
Why did he do that?
he's a big punter, so loves his race horses.
Oh.
So Richmond used to have a racetrack.
A racetrack around here, and then literally just around here.
Well, there's one
somewhere.
where the Pies now train. That used to be a track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that used to be the old Olympic Stadium.
And
Olympic
then
Park.
yeah, just around here somewhere, Channel 9 used to record the footy show.
Huh.
Yeah, no, I knew that one. That's now just off Bendigo Street.
Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting fact.
Yeah.
There you go. I think
Go-
next time I'm up at the Vic Gardens office work.
Go watch the
Do you think we need another footy show though?
Yeah.
Nah. Players just released, which is
Yeah, I'm
by
keen to
far-
see some of that. That looks
by
pretty cool.
far one of my favourite shows.
Yeah, it's a great show.
What's
Yeah.
been released?
Players. It's a show that's got that's hosted by Felix von Hoff,
The Bachelor.
The Bachelor, and they bring on 3 AFL players each week,
Nice.
and they just
Oh, is this the one that had Jeremy Cameron and
yeah.
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 I went to
Harley Reid and co.
one of the shootings, and it was CJ,
Yeah.
Sam Darcy, and Toby Green.
Yeah, nice.
Three big wigs.
Oh, that's
Oh, Charlie.
Okay.
Mabior.
Plenty of time. Plenty of
Oh,
time.
I need to go to the toilet before this gets really.
Evan Bell's just chimed in and said,
Big.
I have a question for Will. But
Yes.
he
Evan.
has not yet followed up with the question.
What's your question, Evan?
All right,
Okay.
Evan,
Well, on
ask
a
your
cliffhanger.
question, and then I'll go to the toilet, mate.
Well, I know you might be a while, Will.
Yeah, he might be cooking it for a while.
Get it in there, Evan. He's busting.
Hurry up, Evan. Please.
Sammy, what was while we wait for Evan, your AFL show that you could bring back from the grave?
Contextually, just with age bead, the show I watched the most would have been before the game. Because when I was like 12 to 14, that was... I
He's
wasn't
asked
really
the
a footy
question.
show man because I was probably a bit young when that was...
I'm before the game too.
Before
Wasn't
the-
a big game day guy.
Before the game was good.
Evan's got his question.
Eddie's got a question.
He said, Will, would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee?
No.
No. That's a shit question,
That's
Evan.
a terrible question.
That's terrible,
Sorry,
mate.
I shouldn't have even read that out.
It's alright, mate.
It's far out.
How do you watch a knee grow? Yes.
Not appropriate, Evan.
Well, it's interesting that Hawks got rid of Kalshadir to bring... Who did they bring on for him? McDonald. Oh, there he is there.
Yeah, like a halfback runner.
Yeah. Like go for less height? What's the go?
Maybe a bit of speed and run.
Mm-hmm.
But they could just put Hardwick forward. Or Sicily forward, maybe, to get him in the game. And he replaces Kalshadir.
Sicily forward's not a bad idea.
Plays the Kalshadir role, and then McDonald just goes off halfback. They've got Battle and Brass now to...
Yeah, they're pretty well covered, right? CJ down there as well.
Yeah.
Long again. He's on fire.
Oh,
Swallow. Swallow.
He's having a great last quarter.
Oh, if they'd have got one more there, that's just about the game.
Yeah.
Tough 8 minutes, isn't it?
What are the Hawks made of? They've been grinding their way back in this game all night. Have they got another 8 minutes of grind in them?
Well, just for everyone back home too, if Suns get up and win here, like these properties are selling. So you got to get in early on this Suns train. It is going to be a glorious time.
Pedal to the whittle.
You into your basketball, Bede?
Yeah.
What is that your sport of choice?
I love tennis, cricket, basketball,
Beatty's a man of many sports.
Man of many
sports, movies, television,
Yeah.
history, politics.
Who
I
do
just
you
have
go
an
for,
interest in-
Sam, in basketball?
Basketball?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I have a team, Nick, to be honest.
Oh, we've got to talk about the lottery. As D'Ambrosio lines up here.
Yep.
Close game.
Yep.
In one word, is the NBA rigged?
Yes.
The NBA?
Yes. Is the NBA rigged?
I probably don't know enough information to answer that, Bede, to be honest.
Well, the context
Well, the
is
context,
that-
yeah.
Mills, you tell us the context.
2016 grand final was rigged. I know that.
Nah.
You're not an NBA man,
That was the
are you,
most
Tony?
fair game of my
No,
life.
I used to watch a fair bit of it. I don't watch as much anymore.
Well, do you know what's happened?
No, what's happened?
Do you know that Dallas traded Luka Doncic
Yes.
midway through the season
Yeah.
out of nowhere and
Yeah.
got fuck all for?
No, I knew that one.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
they got Anthony Davis, but yeah,
They got
continue.
Anthony Davis, and it's really just like the most catastrophic turn of events in any
Yeah, it was a.
Organisation.
sporting
Yeah.
club's history.
Yeah.
Which would be like,
It'd be like
what's the AFL equivalent?
the AFL equivalent would probably be
Trading
Nick
Lance
Dut-
Franklin out of your side for Jonathan Patton, who was
Nick
would have been-
Dacos for
Nah,
Nick Dacos for a future fifth or something.
no, it'd be like Charlie Curnow going up to Sydney for Brody Grundy.
That's a bit
Yeah,
rough on
okay.
Brody.
Something like
No,
that.
Anthony
Yeah.
Davis
So
is still a
anyway-
good basketballer.
It would be like that, and then the AFL decides, there's a lottery system, and Dallas gets the number one pick, who is going to be Cooper Flagg.
Who's like a generational talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a generation.
He's a gun.
Going to be a massive superstar, and so they're fine now again. They're going to, if anything, they've kind of won the trade, which is wild.
Which
How have they won the trade, Bede? Because they've got...
Because they've got the rest of their
As Guinea
future
kicks the
set up.
goal
Yeah.
to bring it back to 2 points
But
with
wouldn't they have
6
got-
minutes
they
to
would have got
go.
pick one anyway without... Would they have got pick one anyway without the
Wowee.
trade?
No, they were
Nah.
like,
So
we're gonna
their
make the
odds-
playoffs.
they actually they were in the
okay.
play. They were in the playing games.
So their
Gotcha.
lottery percentage.
Their low
went-
percentage is in the millions, wasn't it?
Yeah. Mm.
And then it went way... Well, it got increased and then they got it. And now they're going to get this guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
do you reckon it is rigged, Bede?
There's just a
Yeah,
lot of these
I do.
moments in the NBA where a certain team just out of nowhere gets the number one pick, which of that year is like a generational talent that creates
Yeah.
change.
Is Dallas good?
Gemma Diamond
No,
back in the chat.
wow.
Yeah.
I don't think Dallas need the help as much
The
as
number
other
one pick,
teams.
other
There's
teams, yeah.
there's like teams like the Washington Wizards, which are just like cellar dwellers and really don't receive any love. And this would have been a fantastic opportunity for them to be able to
Here we go.
yes, acquire a talent, but yet like the reckless management of Dallas Mavericks don't go punished. It's hello.
Oh, and his 200th.
Oh,
Wow.
Massive.
We've got a question. I don't know if this has been answered or not.
if it's
from-
about knees, don't answer.
No, Big Brad McGill from the Teed
yes.
from the Teed Up podcast.
He'd be raring to go with the golf this weekend.
Who would win in the square, Matt Kelly or Mac Andrew? After tonight, I think Kelly could get it done.
I'd go Kelly.
I've still got a hiatus against
Mm.
Mac for my injury, so I'd
Are
have to go.
you gonna get one in the square once the ankle comes back?
Speaking of streaming, Nick, with APS Sport,
Potentially,
is this game
maybe.
of Divi 12 Resi's at Norwood streamed?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
it's a
be,
bit clunky.
it'll be on the Marmalade YouTube channel.
Good footage?
Great footage. Only the best camera footage.
Can't wait.
We've got
No disrespect, Willy, but downstairs when we were having a beer before this tonight, when you said you were playing at Norwood Oval, I was like, oh, beauty, out in the east.
Yeah, in
I thought-
North Ringwood.
It's like, Norwood Oval, I'll come out and watch.
Well, I think it is out the east of
Adelaide.
Oh,
Tuke Miller full forward.
Pretty
5
big from the
minutes
Suns here.
and 17 seconds.
Yeah,
'Cause the Hawks are coming.
The Hawks, they sure are.
They're
baby.
coming.
They're
They're
everywhere.
Coming hard.
Everywhere.
Yeah. They're coming hard.
What's that Skip Bayless one? Is it Skip Bayless? Like the first take after dark. I'm not going to repeat.
No,
it.
that's
It's very funny.
yeah.
Anthony Hudson.
He's been on the bench for a while. Battle. Was he been on the bench the whole quarter? Is he?
The green machine.
They got to get him back on.
Anthony
Not as green
Hudson
as you
once
playing.
said there was a team coming and they were coming hard. Can't remember who it was, but it was this year.
Yeah, no. Hutto's brought that out a few
They're
times.
coming and they're coming hard. Okay, Hutto.
I feel like the innuendo had to do with something with Sydney's coach as well.
It's a rare niche, the commentator after dark little snippets, and they're universal across all sporting leagues.
Yeah.
Of commentators just saying the wrong shit.
Yeah.
Or like Nigella
Which just
Lawson
sounds
when
funny.
it gets chopped.
There's a funny
Ben Long.
there's a funny content piece.
Legacy game.
Footy commentary terms that you can say in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Is that going to be on your socials next week, Willy?
Yeah, watch out, guys. Potentially.
Ball.
Did you wake up in bed all right yesterday morning?
Yeah, I woke up smoothly. I woke up to
Hang on, what are you leaning into here?
to
Sam?
myself. Have you not seen my great video of me?
Actually, yes. Now you mention it, I've
Being-
tried to
being-
block that out of my mind.
Being a creepy.
I've just brought it back
wrestler.
into
That
your
was
mind.
quite
Yeah.
the camera angle.
I've got a few for you, Willie.
Is that game?
I had to go and get shirtless for that video as well.
I've
Yeah.
Far out.
I'd
I've got
nearly be
I've got a few
shirt-
commentary things that could also be used in the bedroom, but
Please.
I don't know
Try
if
and
they're
find us.
I don't know if they're appropriate.
Oh, it's half
Give
hours
Give us
now.
a few.
Give us a couple.
Straight up the guts.
That's pretty simple.
Yep. Continue.
I like it.
Holding the ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's a classic.
pretty standard classic.
Oh, that,
Um,
that's gonna leave a mark.
straight through the middle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few of those.
There's some good basketball ones with the D.
Go long.
Nice.
Bucks out. Bucks out. Jesus. Back to the footy.
What's the think of?
Football.
Ben Long kick 4.
Nick
We
Watson
did-
3. We picked the right goal scorers.
Picked the right goal scorers.
Good
Not
comment.
the right amount, but I mean we got it done. $80
Great
for all those who
Aussies.
put 10
Oh
on it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for your
Why do you
fellas'
reckon is
3-2
that?
ones.
The comment here from football
Like
is
I'm glad like the football itself has come to us.
Football
like
has come to
the entity of football. Just decided to chime in on the chat. We're very lucky to be in
and
the.
they've come hard.
It's
Taylor.
interesting.
He
It's an
said-
interesting take.
yeah, it's
What do you say?
great. This
Great
type
for
of
hype
ground
Aussies.
is great for possessions.
Stop at ground.
Yeah.
I guess like what like
Great. Thanks, football.
yeah.
Football. And the goalposts are great to kick goals
Oh,
through.
barrel.
Siege.
Did you see the state of that barrel?
That's the Ben Graham barrel.
Who kicks
Was anyone
the
at
barrel?
Marvel? No one. No, we were too young. for
Sicily's gone forward. Bit late.
Oh, it's half the contest.
that. Charlie
Though.
Marbior.
Oh,
Mars
Charlie.
the candy.
Charlie.
Oh, he's
He's
got
kicked
it.
it.
Oh,
Game on.
Have we seen Mark and goal of the year?
Stay in your seats, ladies and gentlemen.
don't go anywhere.
Unbelievable game.
Thank God I did the piss beforehand because now I can watch the footy.
Darwin has turned it on for us tonight.
They have.
Yeah, it's
This
absolutely.
is an absolute goal.
This is going to be goal.
Oh,
after the
clean
siren.
pickup and
One of
oh,
them.
Oh,
yeah, it's actually a really good goal.
Yeah.
Would you be a
Charlie.
fan of extra time?
Oh, I love a close up.
Bede, would
How
you be a
Would
fan
you-
of extra
With the
time?
juice.
Would you rather extra time or
Nah.
golden goal?
Boom.
What
Oh.
about like a game of horse?
Penalty
Yeah,
shootout.
I've always liked the penalty shootout idea.
What about
Penalty
Genuinely
shootout?
like that idea.
Or game of horse.
What if it
That'd be
was
great.
like football in the middle of the ground, one player from each side.
Oh, that'd be
starts
wild.
in the goal square,
That'd be wild.
and you've got to try and score a goal at your end.
And you got to sprint.
What, you want
Yeah,
the old
so you
school
gotta
PE? 1, 3, 7.
Yeah, and then you got to sprint through
They
that
were-
football in the middle.
They were my favourite games. We used to have
like a rage cage.
We used to have wrapped up newspapers, and like there was a soccer
Sorry?
ball that you had to like whack into a certain goal, and like that would be it was like 1, 3, 7, 9.
Do you remember like Footy Island?
Footy
Yeah,
Island.
great game.
I've been like trying to replicate it, but cannot remember the rules for the life of me.
Footy Island's brilliant.
It was a good game, right?
Oh, Bailey McDonald.
Nice. Oh, he gets it
About
back.
blindfolded extra time.
Blindfolded. Now we're talking.
No, it's too much components.
Ball in the ball.
Here we go.
That's silly, Tom.
Go on, Thomas. Thomas Flannagan. I don't think I've ever called you Thomas Flannagan.
I like it. I like it.
Jeez, he's nearly marked it.
You can run
Wizard, stay
Weird.
down.
Oh,
No, he hasn't.
pick it off.
Dim Sim couldn't get it done.
No sense of occasion.
There's got to be 2 goals kicked here for Hawthorn,
Yes, good pick up.
which
Out in the
is
full.
crazy.
Out in the full. No.
Cheer Will then, Nick.
Yeah.
2 goals, thanks.
Yeah, well,
Thanks,
but
Hutto.
there's 90 seconds left. That's actually a good point. Like, if there was one goal in it.
Oh,
Oh, Scrimmers.
Oh, he's had his,
To
he's had
aim
his
on.
trousers pulled down.
The big launch on the
Someone
left.
catch it.
It's got to be.
Oh, Maury nearly had it.
oh,
Oh.
no, real.
Oh
High tackle.
No.
no!
No. Umpire has swallowed his
Anderson,
whistle.
big
Well
ball.
done.
Umpire's seen it.
Fucking the Darwin son.
Wow.
Oh.
How did he just find Ben Long on the...
How's he
Rioli.
on the wing by himself?
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous kick from
Oh,
Rioli.
King's been quiet.
Gee, Long really wanted to move that
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Well,
Take up the middle.
Last
so-
roll of dice. Aim on.
oh, that's a...
Nah.
Fuck.
That'll do.
Oh,
wow.
They played on.
What are they doing?
That'll do.
Don't know. There's a lot of stress going on.
Noble. What's he on planet?
Noble has had a stack of it.
Oh,
Oh,
clean.
gone.
Good gone.
Gee, we should have had Noble for 35 plus. That's how many he's on. 35.
Wow.
Oh, Wilbur.
Well, we didn't know he was going to get 20 in the first
Oh,
half.
Mac Andrew. Oh,
Pay that.
Yeah. We actually, BWS
his wits. With
stat
the
check.
crumb.
We had that done by 3/4 time. That's got that's a record.
Yeah, we did.
Not only is it the first time done, I reckon it's got to be a world record that'll never be beaten.
Oh no. Oh, it's too late. Enjoy this, Suns fans. Make sure you get your
The Suns,
real estate on Suns Island because it is hot property.
they're 8-0 at TIO.
Nice one, not bad.
Gee whiz.
That's a nice one.
Didn't even mean that.
Flanners, anything from you?
Yep, funny. I got
Jared
That was
Waitley
great
signing
game.
off.
a great game. What a
The
great
Gold
game.
Coast Suns.
Good Thursday night footy, that.
Yeah, very good.
The mighty
Gold Coast side.
We are one in the red, gold, and blue. We are the mighty Gold Coast Suns. We play to win the flag for you. We fight, fight, fight till we hold up the cup. We run, run, run all the way. Hey! We are the sons of the Gold Coast sky. We're the team that'll never say die.
Hey!
Yes,
Yeah, well held together, Will.
Well done, boys.
Yeah. All right, fellas, we're going to do a little bonus round, post-game first take. I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to be Joy Taylor.
Yeah,
and
first
you-
take.
Sounds good.
I think it's Joy Taylor. Yeah, I'm going to be Joy Taylor. And fire off your hottest takes. Okay. Does this game make you... are you more confident in a Swans flag... Are you more confident in a Suns flag or a Hawks flag after this game?
Hawks,
Who's closer to a flag?
Hawks.
Put it that way.
because you've got to win at the MCG, and I'll still.
They said that about the Lions, though, Flanners.
You are looking at the number one Gold Coast Suns real estate agent. I'm telling everyone back home, This is the hottest property you can
I'm
get.
telling you,
But they can't do it in
Hawks.
Victoria. They lost
They
to
started
Richmond.
winning away. That was a loss they need to have. That was a learning moment, and they'll be better for it. Who do they have next
Yeah.
week?
Let's have a look.
I'll look that up.
What about you, Wilbur? If you had to put your money on one team to win a flag, not necessarily this year, but who will win a flag first?
think it's-
Suns or Hawks?
I think it's the Hawks. It'd be silly if we said otherwise.
Yeah.
The Hawks made
Saints.
finals last year.
In Melbourne.
Gold Coast are yet to make finals.
Big game.
That is a big game.
I feel
Last time they
like
played at Marvel, as you said, lost to Richmond. Now
I
they
feel
got the
like
Saints.
Yep.
I feel like Gold Coast need to start making finals, to then be considered for the granny.
I think if you had Lloyd Meek, Will Day, Mitch Lewis, like
Yeah.
chuck those names in.
Gunston Bruce.
Yeah, both fit and healthy teams on the
Impy.
park
Yep.
Got a fair
at the
shout.
G.
I still prefer Gold Coast midfield
Yeah, that's fair, Dick.
to Hawthorn,
Yeah.
and I guess when it comes to winning it at the Source, they're pretty stacked.
Okay, next question. Right now, both of these teams, who from both of these teams is in your All-Australian side right now?
From both sides.
Ben Long,
Starting with Ben Long. Is he in?
got to be right. Forward pocket.
Let's say squad.
Be close. The squad of 40, yeah, for sure. Yep.
Meters gained.
Holy
Dude, Noble's
shit.
cracked the K.
Noble in the
Oh,
squad?
no way. Noble
Wow.
cracked the K.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous.
What's the significance of that?
1,000 metres gained
gained.
off his disposal.
How many blokes do that a weekend?
I don't know if I've
One.
ever seen
Yeah.
it.
I don't think I've ever
That's the
seen
first time I've
1,000
seen that.
metres gained.
I haven't seen four
Wow.
figures beat.
So
That's
he might be the first.
Yeah.
It could be the first.
That'd be
Let's see.
crazy.
1,000 metres gained.
What's his
Well,
super coach?
he'll be in the All-Australian team. There's one. Put him off half
Nobles
flank.
beat.
Yeah.
Noble. All-Australian.
Noble Australian players.
I reckon he could be. Definitely in the
That.
squad.
Does Anderson sneak in?
Okay,
Definitely
so
squad. Definitely
the
squad.
highest ever metres gained in a game of football is 1,169.
Okay.
Whoa, who is that?
Aaron Hall from North Melbourne.
Oh, wow.
38 disposals, 5 score involvements,
A
and
lot of
6
kick-outs that
intercepts.
day.
What ground was that at?
A lot of kickouts.
It was against Adelaide, round 15, 2022. Broke Joel Bowden's record of 1,153.
Okay. So that's happened a couple of times. Right.
So, 1,001 metres, that will get... Hang on.
Can't get Noble's score players.
Yeah, what's he on? What did he score?
So, yeah. So we said
All right, so for Hawthorn then.
Ben Long, Took Miller, Johnny Noble, Dan Rioli, Ben King. Are they all in the squad?
They'll be nominated.
Definitely.
I
Yeah.
reckon they're all in the squad.
Collins?
Anderson potentially as well.
Down
Noah
back.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd have to be in the squad. So yeah,
Wits.
there's 6.
You said Wits.
Said who?
Wits?
Jared
Oh,
Wits.
Witsy. Oh, no. I reckon they'll only pick a couple of rucks. It's probably
Yeah.
Gorn and Sherry
Yeah.
Collins.
at the moment.
Is Collins down back?
Oh,
No.
no, I reckon
No,
they'll
they
be.
love him.
They'll be. I
They
love him too, but I
there's
reckon they'll be.
There's 6 other...
I'll be
better
looking at other
defenders.
blokes like
So who?
Wiedering
so
and
who so
Harris
far?
Andrews and McCartan and they sort of
That's fair.
types.
McCartan.
So for
You
Hawthorn-
just had to throw in a Swanee, didn't you? He's been playing forward,
McCartan.
Sammy.
The Hawks. The Hawks.
So for Hawks, Will Day was going to be a lock, right?
Yeah.
And it's a real shame about his injury.
Josh Battle leads their coaches' votes. He's got 27 coaches' votes. Josh. Battle. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think Barras has got to enter the conversation
For All Australian.
Yeah.
as
Absolutely.
a key.
No Newcomb.
Newcomb.
You could be in the
Still
squad.
like right?
Wiedering,
Yeah.
Taylor, Harris Andrews. There's a few ahead of.
I think Taylor, yeah. I reckon Wiedering and Barras have been similar this year.
Similar shit.
Gunston's sitting third on the Coleman.
Gunston's having a great year too. That'd be the classic,
funny that Gunston didn't start the year.
pocket.
Yeah.
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 Why'd Brisbane get rid of him? We'd win back to back to back to back.
He'd actually be
Back,
perfect
back,
at
back,
Brisbane
back.
right now with
Yeah, wouldn't he?
with Job.
Yeah.
Yeah, retired. Do you reckon Job
Oh, well,
has
Brad
seen a
Johnson.
single
We got
game of
we got
football
Logan
since
Morris.
retiring?
Pick one.
What's that?
Do you reckon Joe Watson? Joe Watson. Joe Danaher has seen a single game of football since retiring.
Oh, no.
I don't think he
Can they
cares.
show footy in Byron Bay?
Not in a house with no TV. He actually doesn't own a TV.
Fact.
Factual. Extremely factual.
It's okay though, because he's got the Clubby TV live stream on.
Yeah.
He's a big YouTube guy.
Heard he's a big YouTube man. Loves footy and friends.
He's a streamer.
Loves
All right,
footy and
fellas.
friends and
Okay.
200 plus.
Let's round out this stream with some votes.
Votes.
Let's give us some votes. So Flanner, starting with you. Give us a 3, 2, and 1.
3, got to give to our man Johnny Noble. We called it at the start of the night. We wanted him for 25 plus, and he's gone and had 36. So I reckon we'll have him for the 3 vote. 1,000 metres gain. It's a handy game. Benny Long, kicking snags for fun. 4 goals, 1. I reckon he can have the 2 vote. And for the 1, I like the Wizards game. He was keepy a minute.
He brought him back in.
He's keepy a minute. He kicked 3, had 12 disposals. I'll go Wiz. So, yeah.
Wizard in the squad?
Wizard could potentially be in the squad. Hasn't kicked probably enough goals to be in the squad. There's other small forwards who
I feel like
kick more.
St Kilda Jack
Higgins.
is
Yeah, he's
probably
gone.
Millsy.
1 vote. I'm going the punk rock band that started downstairs. They started pretty well.
Yeah.
2 votes. Flanners with his call on the umpires and that they're in a rebuild phase. And 3 votes, just the chat about jumping fences as kids and playing a bit of backyard cricket.
Very good. Sammy.
Beat, I'm going to give 3 votes to Noble.
Yep.
2 votes I'm going to give to Mills's man Anderson at 35 and kicked 1.
Dog.
And in a 1, I actually really like the Wizards game. And I'm contrary to unpopular belief, I like forwards getting rewarded or backmen getting rewarded for good games.
Yeah.
Watson's 4 goals is just as good as a midfielder's 30.
Fair take.
Love it. Wilbur. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. 3 for big bad Benny Long. He just every kick seemed to go his way down there. 2 to Wizard Watson. He looked exciting every time the ball went his way. And 1 vote to Flanners' ball knowledge tonight.
It was great. That Excel spreadsheet was working overtime.
Excel spreadsheet. He just seemed to click away on the keyboard. And
Busy laptop.
it's a very busy laptop.
Who wins the mark of the year? Walter or Long?
Oh, wow. That's hard.
I think Walters looks better initially with a photo, but I like Long's.
Where did Walter go?
Yeah, after that, I didn't see
To
it.
the pine.
Disappeared.
He
He
said,
didn't
right,
actually
boys,
kick
I'll
the
take
goal
my
either.
He went to the
He's driven home and he's.
No, he went to the Darwin Sailing Club. Beautiful place that.
He just won.
I'll tap my cash and go.
I'm going Walters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Walters.
There was sort of this art to it. There was like people falling over in the background. You got like the second air off the back.
It was a classic.
Classic.
Yeah, but no, I'm going Longy. I reckon he's kicked 4 and he's taken a mark like horizontal.
It was a longer hang time, wasn't it?
And there was a real sort of danger factor to it as well. You could come down and crash into a heap coming down at that sort of angle. So
I reckon that's what he was thinking before he jumped.
He was just calculating.
Wow, but I've seen you get horizontal on a cricket field, Sam. It is frightening. I'd give you the.
All right, fellas. As we close this off, let's just quickly look ahead to the round and get our tips.
Oh,
Speed
fantastic.
round.
Huge game.
Yes.
Flanners, Schwannies.
Yeah, Schwannies.
SCG, Friday Night Footy.
Yeah,
Flanners.
Schwannies at the SCG. For
Yeah,
sure.
Nick Blakey for 200 Supercoach points. He's winning that.
I hope the Swans.
Swans.
I hope the
I'm going
Swans.
Carlton.
I
Go
hope the
Swans.
Swans.
Swans, I don't know if you know, guys, lost to Essendon last week.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
badly.
Yeah,
Carlton lost to
It's all
Richmond.
about the rebuilding umpires making bad decisions.
Carlton lost to Richmond as well, Bede.
Pies.
I'm going to this one. I reckon Kawana is going to.
You're in Adelaide.
Yeah, I think this is a statement game written all over it.
Oh, look, they've done a
Collingwood.
Indigenous round version of
Their
the
logo.
which
Yeah.
is actually pretty cool.
Tough.
Oh, yeah.
So have Yatapulti. The
Pies
next
at
one.
the G for mine. If it was in Adelaide, I probably would have tipped Adelaide.
Okay.
But Pies at the G.
Pies.
Yep.
Well, that's an
Upper
interesting
Pulte?
game.
I agree. Interesting game. I think this has got like the passion game. This is like a Ken Hinkley, like firing up the lads game.
Yatta Pulte for
Yatta
me.
Pulte.
It's the now or never game for Port Adelaide.
You
gotta-
take Port over $2 at home.
Yeah, you'd think about it. I do like Geelong though.
Yeah.
We're going to go the Cats.
Yeah, I'll go the Cats.
Well, they beat Adelaide on gather round, so they play that oval pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay. 4:15. This is a
Giants.
Clubby TV game. Kick it forward, takeover.
No, this is Saturday still.
Mm,
They're doing Sunday.
no, yes, they
They're
are.
doing Sunday
My
West Coast
apologies.
game.
You're right. Look, Beatty, really enjoyed the excitement though.
Flagels.
We will get to the Sunday
There's a
blockbuster.
bigger game for the kick it forward boys.
Eagles Saints.
Oh boy.
I think the Gigantics.
Yeah, Giants.
This is a big game for Freo. I think the Giants win, but
Yeah.
This is going to be a
Yeah, Giants.
stinky game to watch.
Big game for Luke
Yeah,
Jackson.
it deserves the 4:15 slot.
Take the unders.
Mm.
Okay, this is a good one.
This is a ripper.
Yeah,
of a
I reckon
game.
this will be a good game of footy because
Dogs by 40 plus.
dogs are coming.
Just about to say
Really, you
the
guys think it's going to be a
same thing.
blowout?
Yeah.
I think dogs coming back from
Essendon.
up north, and Essendon spending the week at home just evens things up a little
Essendon were
bit.
very flattered by Sydney's first half last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they believe. There's this belief.
Dogs.
Belief flatters.
Yeah, I reckon.
I still think dogs
by
will win.
50. The Bont kicks 3 and has 29.
Yeah. Oh, match of the round.
Ooh.
Huge.
I'm going to go North Melbourne.
North.
Boners.
Spoon
up the
bowl.
bones.
Spoon Bowl, yeah, I'll go
no. West
north.
Coast got that wrapped
North,
up.
surely.
Jeez, Nam versus Brisbane.
Oh,
Yeah, West Coast, yeah,
Lions.
you're right.
Lions 50 plus.
You'd be silly not to go the Lions.
Yeah, Brisbane.
And finally, the Eagles and
No,
Saints.
I reckon the
Saints.
Saints get that done.
So when I said Spoon Bowl, I forgot West Coast existed.
Exactly.
Yeah, Saints.
St Kilda. Oh,
you
fellas.
mean West Coast or Watacham
Mawama.
Wallet
Wallet
Marawa.
Mara.
Wallet Marawa.
Marawa. Yeah, I still think St Kilda.
All right, fellas.
Yeah,
Hey, it's been fun.
it's a good week.
That's been a fun
good week
Thursday
of
night.
footy.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you to all who have tuned in.
Thanks all.
It has been a great night. Thank you to BWS for the bevvies.
Hotel
Need your
Collingwood
game day
for a good
bevvies.
feed.
I didn't get to my World Test Championship 11.
Fine, all right.
We'll save it for next time.
Just because we're on for the 3 Brian Square special.
Flanners, they're
Flanners.
having the cricket boys back. I'll give you the hot tip. When we keep, we've got 4 from 4. We're coming back,
Keep them
baby.
thirsty. We're doing a pod.
Yeah,
Special
oh,
pod
oh.
for this. To be released.
We actually are doing a special pod. So for those who are hitting up the Clubby
really?
Sports email and saying, "Oh, bring back the best podcast on the Clubby Sports network." That's the word I was looking for.
We'll be doing it Australia versus South Africa not from Lords, but
Yeah,
Lords special.
fuck, I wish we were at Lords. That'd be good.
Wow.
That'll be good.
We could pretend we're at Lords. We'll have some tea and some pims and some crumpets. And, yeah. And we'll hear
Lovely jubbly.
we'll hear Flanners' World Test Championship.
Casigo
11 then.
Rabada. He's
Beautiful.
a mighty fine baller.
Thank you to KO, thank you to
Fucking
BWS, thank you to 3 Barn Square Boys, and thank you to Millsy for coming down from the Gold Coast from his retail, not his retail, his
All the best
real
with the